You're listening to Kempire here on the Kempire Radio Network.
Let's go, Knicks. Let's go, Knicks. Let's go, Knicks. First of all, I'm not going to put this on because it's already hot in the studio. But I have my Knicks hat and I got my Knicks jersey. Okay, y'all like my muscle shirt? The big fella. How you doing? And, of course, I have Patrick Ewing on it. I saw this. I said, I have to have that because that's so my era of the Knicks. Congratulations again to the Knicks. Can you guys hear me, see me, all that good stuff? This is a special dating, friendship, love life live. You guys have been asking for it where it crosses over into some of the hot topics that we've been talking about, from Porsha from Real Housewives of Atlanta to Eva Marcille reconciling with her ex-husband. But did they reconcile? Doesn't seem like it. So you guys have been asking for it, so I said I will do an impromptu live after I got a few things done. But first of all, congratulations to the Knicks. There was a huge parade here in New York City. I did not go. And to be honest with you, I'm glad that I didn't because technically you probably would have had to gone. I probably would have had to gone crazy early this morning, like 3 a.m., 4 a.m., I'm not about that life, okay? No. But shout out to those of you that were. Shout out to those of you that showed up and showed out. Some of you are complaining. You're mad at the mayor. You told us to be here at 5, 6 a.m. and and we couldn't get in. This was a record-breaking parade. I don't think this was probably the largest parade New York City has ever seen, okay? So I don't know what to tell you. You take the risk by going. But look, it didn't stop people. People pushed through barricades. No one was hurt, but people pushed through barricades. They made their own little setup. People were on scaffolding. I was worried for some people because I'm like, I don't know if that was made for you to be standing up there. People were all over stuff. They were on signs, things like that. Look, there is a level of energy, even if you're not, if you weren't at the parade. I could feel it here. Like, no matter where you are in New York City, and I'm sure no matter where you are in the country, you probably are feeling the energy of this win. Congratulations to the Knicks. Just the amount of stories that I've just sort of done a deep dive on when it comes to everyone's story, seeing these, good friends win the end, what is it called? NCAA. There we go, right? Together in Villanova. Now you've won the NBA Finals together. You're now NBA champions together. So just learning about Mike Brown, the head coach, this being the first time as a head coach, him winning, getting fired multiple times, them just being good sportsmen. Shout out to the San Antonio Spurs. But one thing that I noticed, and I'm looking at you, Victor Wembanyama, I'm looking at you, bad sportsmanship. And you're only 20-something years old. Bad sportsmanship. So that might be karma. You're still a great player, but bad sportsmanship. One thing I got to give to the Knicks and this particular team, the minute they won the NBA Finals, I remember this, and I don't know why people are not talking about this more. I saw Jalen Brunson go over to the head coach of the San Antonio Spurs and shake his hand. Like, I think that was the first person before he went to go, to see his team and see his fan. That stood out to me. Good sportsmanship from the Knicks, and I look forward to it. I made this be a new era. This is the first time in over 53 years since the last time that they won an NBA championship. They've never had a parade like this in their honor. Back then, they weren't able, the city wasn't able to afford to do something like that. But now we can. So congratulations to the Knicks. Congratulations to their families. Because, look, being at that level, doing what they did, it takes a village. It takes the wives, the mothers, the sisters, the brothers, the cousins, all of that to uplift that and to create that dream for them. So congratulations to everyone involved. Congratulations to the fans because you also co-manifested this win with all the energy. Well, now all y'all need to settle down, okay? Back to work, okay? Back to work, everyone. All right. So, of course, we could not start off this. This is a dating live. This is where pop culture crosses over into dating. You guys, we've been, we always go on a tangent talking about friendships and dating and things like that. We've had a couple of people call in and share their dating lives and experiences. There are people that want to call back in. We haven't had a dating live in a long time. So it's going to be a crossover talking about some of the things that we've been talking about when it comes to Bravo and their stars and their relationships and their reunions and their friendships breaking apart. So this is what this is about. But before we even get into that, don't forget to like the video. If you're listening to this on the podcast, don't forget to give us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts and on Spotify. All right. Miss Z Boo says the Jordan bag did its thing. It sure did. I can't say that I'm the most superstitious person, but the one time the bag was not allowed in the building because of the DT, it was the one game they didn't win. Look, the one time the bag was not in the building, it was the one game they didn't win, which I'm okay with because game 4 was something else. Shout out to OG. And stop telling OG to smile. I think he's smiling on the inside, okay? Let me see. Danielle says, I said it, all finals. Wembanyama, whatever his name is horrible sportsmanship. He's going to end up just like Dennis Rodman. I feel like Dennis Rodman was actually not, during his years of playing basketball. He had a full circle moment, though, right? Look, am I making that up? I feel like he's not as bad as, I don't know. Look, don't get me lying. And that's really my era of basketball. You're right. He was pretty bad. No, look, now that I think about it, you know how years will go by and then you sort of rewrite it in your brain. I'm like, wait a minute. No, he was pretty bad on the court and off the court. All right. Y'all like my T-shirt? Let me show you the T-shirt. Let's give a moment for the T-shirt. For the podcast fam, head on over to YouTube so you can see. Look at the T-shirt. Shout out to the big fella, Patrick Ewing. He's a part of the coaching team, and I'm glad that he could be there being celebrated because he was the star of the Knicks for a very long time. Shout out to John Starks. I was reminded about John Starks. I was like, oh, yeah, remember John Starks? Yeah. But, yeah, congratulations. And was Charles Oakley there? I didn't get to watch the entire parade. Was Charles Oakley there? I know he's in New York for the reunion. Did they did they mention that they're filming the reunion yet? I'm assuming that they're filming the reunion today because what's her name? Cynthia said that they were supposed to film the reunion like 2 weeks, and that was like 2 weeks ago. It should be today. All right. Not on Juneteenth. No one's working on Juneteenth. I probably will be. I probably will be. All right. Everyone keeps saying that I'm glowing today. Thank you, Kelli. A few people have said that to me today. Okay, skincare. Brought to you by Butter. They're not sponsoring, but hey. Okay. They will be. All right. Winter says Charles Oakley's at our Harlem Tavern right now. So that means he probably was at the parade. Did anyone see? All right. Someone said next week, but she said, well, then, Cynthia, you lied because that's more like 3 weeks. Okay. That's more like 3 weeks. Yeah, exactly. Pisces says Patrick Ewing gets a ring as a part of being a part of the coaching staff. And so does Jalen Brunson's father, who's a part of the coaching staff. So I just spread the love around. All right. All right, moving on. All right, guys. I did drop the call-in link for members already. If you're a Royal Court member, if you are a senior royal, that's the higher of the tiers. I've dropped the call-in link for you guys first. I am going to drop the call-in link now for our Team Kempire members. Live chat, once we get to a certain amount of likes, I will drop the call-in link for the general audience as well. So keep liking the video. Don't forget, we are raising money here for Pride Month. Ooh! Okay. Okay, vocals are tight today, okay? We're raising money for Pride Month for the LGBT Center here in New York City. We have not hit 2,000 yet. The goal is 10,000. We raised in 2 weeks last year $6,000. So I know what this community can do. So now I'm going to shame you all. What are we doing? What are we waiting on? Oh, you get paid tomorrow? Okay, sorry. Share the videos. If you check out any of the last couple of videos, you'll see links to the Pride Month fundraiser that we're doing. Thank you to everyone that's already donated as well. Okay. And also don't forget the Kempire After Dark live show returns to New York City on September 25th. September 25th at the Green Room 42. There are live stream tickets available as well. But New York City, Y'all showed up for this parade, so I know the millions of y'all can come to the show. So go get your tickets today. Ticket information will be available in the description. All right? All right. Let me see what you guys are saying. Thank you so much to the Girls Club for the super chat. Girls Club says, your timing is perfect, Kemp. The Obama Center opening ceremony just ended. I missed them so much. Yeah, I'm going to watch the clips back. So congratulations to President Obama and Michelle Obama. The Obama Center opened, well, they had the big opening ceremony today. It opens officially tomorrow. So y'all know I'm going to have to go to Chicago to go and experience that at some particular point. Maybe we can schedule around a live show. Maybe. We'll see. You never know. Join the mailing list because you'll be the first to know. Thekempire.com/join. Thekempire.com/join. Thank you, Lakia. Lakia says, now Kempire got to shame us. Y'all, we have to do better. I don't know. Kimberly, I understand. She said, times are tough, but still with you. Thank you, Kimberly. I mean, $1 goes a long way. I mean, if 500 of us gave $1, that would make a difference. Just saying. All right. Ali says my parents were there. Amazing. I love it. I need to go back and watch. I've been working since this morning. I went to Pilates, came back, I did get my manicure. Look, hold on. Manicure done. But then I came back and I was doing some work for a sponsor. So busy. Good stuff though. Okay. Back to this. So we've been talking about a lot of Bravo stuff. Yesterday, we recapped the aftermath for Summer House, and that has caused a conversation on the internet about cheating. It's caused a conversation about friendships. I brought up to you, I said, this is why pick-me energy is dangerous. A friend like Amanda is not a friend. If you have a friend like Amanda, and I'm not even talking about, oh, she cheated or she slept with one of your friends. I'm saying that a pick-me person like Amanda with low self-esteem will do that to you. Like, she doesn't value Ciara. Even in the aftermath, at the reunion, in the aftermath episode, there's no conversation about how this affects her relationship with her friend who stood by her side during her marriage troubles. Y'all notice that? And she could sit here and say it's editing, but it didn't show up in the reunion and it didn't show up in the aftermath. So it says to me, you do not value Ciara. You never did. You value, oh, he made me feel good. A man made me feel good. You value that over, first of all, your own self-respect and over your friendship with Ciara. A person like that, if you have a friend, I said this yesterday, if you have a friend like Amanda, meaning like pick me, if you have a pick me friend, then you need to get rid of them. Look. You need to get rid of them. Happy birthday, Nota Queen. When does Cancer season start? This weekend, right? So you're a Gemini. Ooh. No offense. But this is what I was saying. If you have I don't have any pick-me friends. And if I do have a pick-me in my life, it's more like an associate, not a friend. Not like who's around my life and things like that. If you have a pick-me friend, if you've ever said, yeah, that friend's a bit of a pick-me, do not allow that person in your life or get them out of your life now. Look, now. All right? So this has led to conversations here on the channel about pick-me energy. It's led to conversations about cheating and betrayal. It's led to conversations about people like West, dangerous individuals like West that you continue to allow into your life. Did you guys see the rumor today about Miha? Remember what I told you yesterday about Mia? Shout out to the lady on Threads that posted this about to Ciara. Hold on, I still have it here. Audie Brown said, "Dear beloved Ciara, this is coming from a heart with love and from my heart with love and a black mama energy. You know we be knowing. That girl Mia is not your friend. She was or still is complacent in the West show. If she gossips to you, she will gossip about you. Cut her off immediately. Cut off everyone that is rocking with them." I agree. And some might say Lindsay falls under that. However, Lindsay said in her own threads, not seen, didn't make the edit. I told Amanda at the end of the convo, in order to be friends with me, I need my friends to show integrity, character, and better decision-making skills. And until that happens, unfortunately, there's no place for people like that in my life. I feel like that's damage control because the way that you were kind of like giving her sweet big sister energy, I'm like, okay, Lindsay, I see right through you reality TV stars. You guys will do whatever it is that's going to elongate your time on reality television and give and pay you. Let's be honest. So Miha, I hear there's a rumor that she's going to join Summer House next season. Why? The other story that came out this week was the fact that what's his name, Midwest, is not coming back. So why are we bringing Miha? And what we got of Miha on this little bonus episode, I was sort of like, okay, Miha, I only wanted you to come to the reunion to basically confirm that you were. I wanted you to confront West. I would have preferred you had a conversation with West. I don't need you being friends with Sierra. That's not a friendship. A friendship born out of trauma is not a friendship. Right? A friendship born out of pettiness. It's one thing to be, thank you, girl, for the information. Go on your way. Okay? Now we're going to bring you into Summer House? No. Producers, Truly Original, I know you watch. We don't want to see that. Again, this goes back to friendships and it goes back to relationships. All right. So the other day, we also did a story on Eva Marcille. Eva Marcille did an interview with Jason Lee on the Jason Lee Show. And remember, she had gotten her divorce from Michael Sterling. You remember her father of her two children, but also the father of Marley, stepfather. But she considers as a real father, not the biological. So she was on Jason Lee's show, and basically she didn't say without saying too much, but basically she was like, when I married him, I wanted it to be forever. It didn't work out that way. We had seen them together recently, and a lot of people speculated that they were getting back together, only for us to find out it looks like they're not back together. The good thing about Eva is the fact that she never really came out and explained why they broke up. We just knew that they broke up. And when they reconciled, she never really confirmed that they were reconciled and that they were working on something. And I guess that's it lands better. We all sort of jump to our own conclusions to what's going on in their relationships. So I wanted to bring that up because I feel like that is something that I would like to hear from you guys. Again, this is a dating live. So if you have similar situations, similar stories, especially when we're talking about life after a divorce or reconciling after a divorce. Okay. So I want to know from you. Hey, Zebu says, by the way, Kempire, I'm tuned in from South Africa with lots of love. Thank you, South Africa. We got a lot of folks in South Africa. I got to come to South Africa. So I wanted to bring that up again because we've covered so many, especially when it comes to Real Housewives of Atlanta, so many divorces. Drew Sidora just recently finalized her divorce. Only fast forward 2 days later, Drew and Ralph are back in court fighting over who leaked this information to TMZ, only for TMZ to be like, this information was on public court documents. No one did anything like that. So I don't know if they're still battling in court, but the other aspect here, we can talk about this when you guys call in, is the fact... Wave Keith says, watch Kempire do a live show in South Africa before Chicago. Blame your venues in Chicago. Don't blame me. Take it up with your venues. If South Africa comes through with the venue and a visa, I will be performing there first. I will say this. I've tried for both. Y'all think this stuff is easy. Okay? I just have nearly 1 million followers on multiple platforms and engagement every day. But, apparently that's not enough. Look. Oh, I forgot my water. When we play an ad, I will get my water. I was like, I filled it up in everything. You know what? It's all right. Let me see what you guys are saying in the chat. Cancer season starts this Sunday. All right, Jesse. I'm a Cancer rising. So, just saying. Shout out to all the Cancers. I'm ready to... Sorry, Geminis, but Geminis, I've never really been keen to Geminis like that. I'm not shading the Geminis, but I'm ready for Gemini season to be over. Moving on. Okay. and this is also where we talk about astrological signs if you're new here. All right. Who else did I want to talk about? Oh, so we also did a 30-minute video. So if you missed it, because sometimes you guys rely on the algorithm to let you know when I've posted something. I did do a video talking about some of the moments that came out of Carlos King's interview with Shamea. How did you guys feel about the Shamea interview? Did it change your mind about Shamea? Because honestly, I felt like that's the reason why Shamea did it. She wanted to change her mind. Ms. Zeeble said, I got your visa ready, Kempire. Say when. Okay. Paula says, we Leos are warming up. That's my Leo moon. I would not be in my season the next couple of months. It's about to be my season. I got my Leo moon. I got my Cancer rising. Okay. Oh, here we go. Lou says the Virgos are thawing. At least when I do my live show, Virgo season will be over. September 25th, it'll be Libra season. Shout out to all the Libras. All right. Oh, Picky says, Gemini moon here, and I feel the same. Kempire. Oh, well, damn. All right. DH says, I loved it. I was laughing out loud. I don't know if you were supposed to be laughing at the interview. I mean, there were some funny moments, but were you laughing at her or with her? I'm trying to understand. The Girls Club says, Leos are indeed warming up. Ms. Z says, oh, damn, I missed your comment, Ms. Z. Shout out to everyone that's in the chat, guys. Keep liking the video. Once we get to 200 likes, I will drop the call-in link for the general audience. This is our special. If you're new here, we do random dating lives. But today, I always cross it over between what we're talking about here in the channel to how it relates to everyday life, your life. And you have your own personal stories that you want to share with the community, or you want to hear my thoughts or my opinions, or you just want someone to listen to it. So shout out to those of you that have called in and shared a little bit of what you've been going through. If you're a member of the channel, I have already dropped the call-in link for the audience. Channel members, I just dropped it for all channel members. All right. Savannah says, Kempire, no parade. Did you see the coverage of that parade? I already don't like crowds. So I'm definitely not going. First of all, you have to be there like at the crack of, not even the crack of dawn, before dawn. I was not about to do it. But I did watch it on television, okay? I'm happy for them. Again, congratulations to the Knicks. Congratulations to them. I think the best team won, not just skill set, but just sportsmanship and just the amount of history, all right? The Spurs have won so many times before, all right? Thank you, Miss Z. Miss Z says, folks, please like. We know Kempire is providing us with an amazing show. Thank you, Miss Z. Flattery will get you everywhere. Let me book this show in South Africa. Where should I book it? Should I book it in Cape Town or Johannesburg? Kempire, do both. Well, I don't know if I could do both. Mr. Mellon said you should have been on a float. Mary J. Blige was on a float. Who else was on the float? Tiana Taylor, Ja Rule. There were so many people. All right. Moving on. So some of the other topics I wanted to talk about, and then we're going to get to some callers because I want to hear your stories about divorce, friendship, betrayal, updates. Some of you might have updates. Keith, I see you in the chat. We want to know what's an update. You still with the man you moved to Chicago with or for? No, you moved to Chicago, but you reunited with him. We could talk about reuniting. We could talk about reuniting because I think that his story, way of Keith's story, is really interesting. Are y'all still going strong, Keith? Like we're invested. All right. Who's playing in the World Cup today? I need to go watch. All right. What jersey should I get next, y'all, in regards to soccer? What country? Please let me know. I need to get the Democratic Republic of Congo jersey. Just saying. Congratulations to them. They got their first goal ever in a World Cup. All right. Oh, yeah. Cardi B wasn't there. I don't know. I didn't get to see everything. Oh, I didn't get to see Courage. I did not get to see the mayor's speech. I have a lot of catching up to do. I was pretty busy this morning, but I got, okay, hold on. Keith is in the chat, y'all. Keith, thank you for being a member. Keith says, we're still together, reunited, and it feels so good. For those that have been here during our dating lives, you know Keith's story. And Keith is still with that man. Keith called in the last time and gave us an update. And Keith had a question. I can't remember what the question was. Dainty says, oh, it's Mexico versus Korea today. Colombia has taken over New York City. Another place I'm avoiding right now, at least for the near future, is Times Square. I avoid it in general. But right now, because Brazil took it over, then Colombia took it over, I'm staying away from those areas right now. Okay. okay, let me focus. So we talked a little bit about Drew, what Drew's going through. Porsha. So one of the questions that came up during our Real Housewives of Atlanta recap was, it was one of our tangents, was talking about dating multiple people at the same time. We don't know if that's really what's happening with Porsha, but dating people at the same time, we had a few people calling yesterday when we were talking about this. I said, I don't know if I can do it. Remembering everyone's personal story. I forgot who called in yesterday. She's dating like 4 people. But she has like one person that she really likes. But I asked the question yesterday, how long should you date someone before making it like a seal the deal kind of situation? So I saw yesterday, some of you said 3 months. Some of you said 6 to 8 months. I don't know. As a Taurus, where we take things very slowly, 6 to 8 months even sounds maybe too long for me. You know what I mean? I think 3 months is actually a good probation period of dating and then figuring out where are we going. It doesn't mean you have to get married. It doesn't mean that you even have to be boyfriend and boyfriend or girlfriend and girlfriend or boyfriend and girlfriend or husband and wife. But you should kind of know where you're going after 3 months. Like, are we trying to go in this direction? Or is it just you and me kind of thing? All right, Miss Melon Magic says 4 months. Oh, D. Nicole says, I am here and ready to share. D. Nicole, I dropped the call-in link for all members a moment ago. Let me see who's backstage. Okay, we got a couple people backstage. Oh, D. Nicole's backstage. Cynthia's backstage. Angel's backstage. Live chat. I am going to drop the call-in for you guys as well. This is our special dating live. If you want, again, I can't be here long. So if you can minimize your story as much as possible, because I know usually our dating lives are 3 hours long, 4 hours long. At one particular point, we did 5 hours. It's not that time. We're not on that time today. I got to get off of here by 5 o'clock. All right. So we talked about Porsha and her dating multiple people. But the other thing that I want to talk about, because we were talking about Shamea and her interview with Carlos, I want to talk about friendships as well, because some of you have stories about friendship issues, because that's all relationships. You know, we have different types of relationships. You have your romantic relationships, but you have your friendships. You know, I know a lot of people, including myself. I used to have this huge friend group. Then it went down to a small friend group. I've had recent situations with friends where I had to cut people off. So we could talk about friendships today as well. And especially when we're looking at Porsha and Shamea, that friendship, because Shamea talked about her friendship with Porsha on this Carlos King interview. All right. Ms. Z says, Kempire ain't got time for long calls. I will make as much time, but if you run long, it's going to shorten the time for other people that are waiting patiently backstage. All right? Just Chillin' says, 90-day rules, think like a man. Oh, yeah. Did you guys think that Think Like a Man was actually on point when it comes to relationships? Here's the thing. I think it's okay to listen to people online when it comes to relationship advice, but it shouldn't be your Bible when it comes to relationships, because you also have people out here that don't have accreditations, Shamea and Brian, that are giving advice. And yes, some of you might say, I love her advice, or she gave great, I agree with 100%. But it's also important to understand the difference between someone that actually has been trained in giving therapy and advice versus someone that isn't. And that's why I, and very much like a lot of other people, have an issue with a Shamea and Brian, because you need to be very transparent. Are you actually trained in giving advice? If you're not, it's okay. People still will gravitate to you. But if you're not, you should be transparent. Honestly, I don't know if she has any sort of disclaimers on her advice or on her website or anything like that. She should, because I could see people suing her later. Okay, like Coach Stormy. I mean, she's being sued for, she's being cited for different things, but you get what I'm saying. But it's also important for those that are listening to advice. So like when you come here, please understand, any advice that I'm giving you, this is of my own opinion. This is not medical advice. I do have a psychology degree, a bachelor's, okay? However, I am not trained in therapy, and I'm not claiming to be a therapist, okay? I'm just basing my opinion on experience in regards to like personal experience. This is not any sort of medical advice. Just want to put this out there. And everyone that's calling in, everything that they're saying is alleged. They're calling in of their own free will. I am not forcing people to call in. You call in of your own free will. That's it. So I had to put up that disclaimer. Okay, before we get to our first caller, what was the other thing that I wanted to mention? We mentioned Drew. We talked about Eva. We talked about Porsha dating multiple people. And this might lead us to talking about other situations. We also talked about pick me energy and how dangerous that is. I strongly believe Sierra, if I see Sierra become friends again with Amanda, I'm done with Sierra. I'm serious, because that's how I feel in real life when it comes to my friendships. If I see you're in a toxic situation with someone that's toxic, and it could be a relationship, that could be a friendship, I can no longer be around you. That's me. Period. Exactly. Hey, House of Princess, of the Princess, says even school counselors have degrees. Yeah, you have to have at least a master's. At least. Okay. I guess it varies from state to state. I know in New York, I think you need to have at least a master's. All right. Before we get to our callers today, I want to say thank you to MyFitnessPal for sponsoring. So I have to be real with you guys. As you know, I've been using MyFitnessPal for years, but there was a period of time that I stopped using it because I hated logging my meals after a while, especially with trying to go through different versions of the meal that I had, forgetting to log it before I started eating. And then if you don't log it, MyFitnessPal loses its purpose. If it loses its purpose, you stop using it. And then you would get hit with ads. Well, now I've discovered that MyFitnessPal has come such a long way since my first time using it. I'm always shocked at how easy it is to log the meals now. They even had some meals that I didn't think that they would have, like my cassava shakes. They have that, and they have the new flavors. Okay, this is one of my favorite premium features, and it almost feels like cheating. It's called Meal Scan. Instead of typing anything, I just open the camera, point it at my food. This is my nutrition shake right here. And MyFitnessPal actually sees it. It recognizes what I'm eating. One tap, it adds it to my lunch, and it's logged. No searching, no scrolling, no guessing. I just showed my phone what I was about to eat, and it handled the rest. Easy. And look, it instantly updates my day. It already tells me I'm 80% to my protein goal. That's the part that keeps me honest, because I can see exactly where I am in real time. That's MyFitnessPal Premium. It makes staying on top of your nutrition almost effortless. This is me logging a snack today. I'm not typing anything. I just hit barcode scan, point my phone at the protein bar, and there it is. Instantly, the whole thing, 190 calories, my protein, my carbs, my fat, all of it, logged in about 2 seconds. That's it. That's the whole process now. Same thing here. Grab the yogurt drink, scan the barcode, done. It knows exactly what it is. The thing that used to take me a full minute of squinting and searching now takes me the length of one breath. That's the difference Premium makes. And that's the other thing. With Premium, there are no ads. None. And before Premium, I would be trying to log a meal and there would be ads in the way. And things like that are frustrating. You're not going to log your meals. You're not going to want to use the app. And that's really the whole point. And as I said before, your nutrition is the foundation everything runs on. Your energy, your sleep, and your recovery. But only if you stick with it. And you're only going to stick with it if it's easy. And that's exactly what MyFitnessPal Premium did for me. And it can also do it for you. Of course, I've gotten you a discount. Go to podcast.myfitnesspal.com and use code Kempire, all uppercase letters, for 15% off Premium. Same thing that took me years to stick with, you can start this week, and it's easier than ever. More information on MyFitnessPal and your discount will be available in the description. Thanks, MyFitnessPal. Again, more information, guys, is available in the description when it comes to MyFitnessPal and your discount. Shout out to those of you that have been letting me know that you've been taking advantage of it. Continue to let me know if you're part of the replay crew. This is a special crossover of Bravo's messiest relationships, meaning romantic relationships, friendships, but also hearing from the Bravo fans like yourself that want to share your own personal stories about friendships and relationships as well. You guys have been sharing. You've been asking for us to do a live like this. So finally, we are making time today. Tomorrow is Juneteenth. Tomorrow is Juneteenth, so happy Juneteenth. I probably will go live at some particular point. I'm not sure, but no promises because it is a federal holiday. Can Kempire get a day off? I saw some of your comments, guys, and I have to go back and read some of them. Tiffany says, yes, I'm a school counselor in Georgia. A master's degree is minimum. So, okay. Christian says, my friend stopped talking to me because I'm going back to my ex who has been toxic. Made me sad because I love her, but I'm in love with him. I need my friend and my man. Christian, are you going to call in? Christian, because I'm going to drop the call-in link once we get to 300 likes. Are you going to call in? We need to hear this story. Because it's based off of what you just described, you are willing to choose this person over your best friend? And you admitted that this person has been toxic? Call in. Look, call in. Because we need to have a talk. Okay. Shout out to our King's Guards, guys. They're holding us down in the live chat. Topics like this can get controversial. So send love to our King's Guards for holding us down in the chat. Again, more information on our sponsors and everything Kempire, including our merch, our Pride merch, will be available in the description. Christian, they saying you better call in, Christian. All right, look, we just hit over 300. I will drop the call-in link in just a second because we do have quite a few members that are backstage. Again, the opinions of the callers do not represent the opinions of myself, our LLC, Kempire, the Kempire LLC, or our sponsors. Everything that they're saying is of their own opinion. They're calling in of their own free will. Okay. D. Nicole called in this week with her personal story, and she's promised to call back in, and she's backstage. So I'm going to bring her up first. D. Nicole, how are you?
Hey, I'm good. We got off work early, so I'm in my bed.
Do you have headphones on? Because you sound a little low.
Oh, hold on. I do have headphones on.
Because sometimes that makes it sound a little low. You sound okay now, though.
Is it better?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. So, yeah, I had a good day. Can I share some good news?
Yes.
Real quick. So for my whole life, I'm getting ready to be 26. I've had food allergies like milk, eggs, peanuts, tree nuts, seafood, all of seafood.
Oh, damn.
Recently, I found out I can have pecans, almonds, and trout and eggs now. So
why
I'm
all of a
very happy
sudden?
about that.
Your body just changed?
I think I'm just growing out of it. I think I'm growing out of it, and I'm so glad I have the allergist that I do because she actually wanted to dig deeper and see if I could start having certain things.
Oh, wow.
And she had me do a blood test, and she tested me for that. So I was happy. I was like, now I can start eating a little bit of fish and get some roasted pecans. I'm so happy.
Can you have cashews? Lulu, can you have cashews?
No, cashews still make me look like Hitch, so I can't.
Oh, well, don't have cashews. Oh, but no, that is something to celebrate. In life, we don't celebrate those milestones, or especially for those of us that don't have those types of allergies. Like, thank God you don't have that. We don't have that. But congratulations, D. Nicole.
Thank you.
Okay, some good news. I love it.
But okay. Do you want to hear the friendship breakup first, or just like I can be short with the multi-dating.
We'll get to the multi-dating. Let's talk about the friend, because you hinted at the friendship stuff the other day.
Okay, so I'm going to call this friend Australia. We met in 2022. 2021. It was my last year of college, and we ended up rooming together. And we also had two other people in our apartment, whatever. And her friend before was rooming with us. And this friend truly did her dirty. Like, one of the other girls, the girl that Australia was friends with, she had a male friend that she would always bring to the apartment. And at one point, Australia told her, hey, he made me feel uncomfortable. He did something crazy. He made me feel uncomfortable. Can you please not invite him to the apartment? And she kept doing it, this other friend. And then when Australia was expressing this to her, she still was disregarding it. And, Australia's just like, you know what, I'm done. I don't want to be friends with you anymore. and it was kind of became awkward, but because she befriended me, and I'm naturally a protective person of my friends, so when she told me that, I was like, oh, I don't like that heifer. She can go about her business. Mm-mm. And
I mean, no,
a
that's
girl
pretty
that
bad
can do
though.
that, yeah, a girl that can do that to another girl,
It's
no,
pick me
ma'am.
energy. I feel like that's
You
pick me energy. Why would you invite this guy
very,
over if your friend said he made me uncomfortable?
very much so pick me. And the other girl tried to be friends with me. I was like, I can't trust you. If you do that to your friend that's been a true friend to you, no, ma'am.
Yeah.
So after that, we kind of got closer, and like, her birthday's near my niece's birthday, so it was easy for me to remember. I was like, this is my girl. She was really sweet, very, very pure individual. And so even after we both graduated from college, we were going to different colleges, but it was a mixed dorm or
Oh,
apartment building.
okay.
Yeah, so I graduated from Morgan, and she graduated from another school in Baltimore. But we started to get closer. I would call her, she is hilarious. Like her humor gets me all the time. Like she's the sweetest person and so funny. But throughout the years, I introduced her to one of my other best friends, or two of my other best friends, and we started to do group things together, and we had a group chat and all that. So here, like last year sometime, no, it was this year. It feels longer because I haven't talked to her, but it was this year around Valentine's Day. Now, normally around Valentine's Day, we do Galentines. No matter if we have a relationship or not, we still get together, love on each other as sisters. So I reach out, like we hadn't really gotten together in a while. All of us are doing our own little thing. So I reach out in the group chat. I was like, hey y'all, let's do Galentine's again. And we start planning. I asked, like, I put in the chat like 2 different days that we can go out to dinner. And I believe she was like, I can do this day for sure. I'm not sure about the other day or whatever. And I was just like, okay, I'm gonna book it for this day and, go from there. Now, around the time we were getting ready to go, one of my other best friends had my godson, and he was unfortunately still in the NICU. So I went to Baltimore to go see him, and that was my first time seeing him. So that same day, I had puppy yoga with one of my friends that's in the friend group.
Puppy yoga.
And then once I left there, it was so cute. They were, I love dogs. But it was a little urine-y, but other than that, it was good. But we, after me and that friend left puppy yoga, I headed straight to the NICU to see my other friend that had my godson. And I spent like maybe majority of the day there. And around like 6, my friend that lives in DC, she was like, hey, what y'all up to? And I was like, oh, I'm still at the hospital visiting Kai. And I told her my other friend was at her little sister's apartment. And she was like, oh, I might come down there. I might as well just see y'all, whatever. And I was like, okay, cool. Didn't think anything of it. Was going about my day. After I left, after I left seeing my godson, I went over to my other friend's, my friend's little sister's apartment because I hadn't seen it, and I've known them since 2011, so I see her like a little sister. So I went, and I'm like, okay, I'm proud of my little sister. My other friend from DC comes, and we're just chilling. We get food. Like none of this was planned. All happenstance. Australia sees our location. We share locations with each other, or we did.
This has been something I've been wondering because they talked a lot about this on Summer House about sharing location. Ain't nobody got my location right now. But okay, continue.
I do it because my parents don't have my location, so somebody need to.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, but we were all at the little sister's place. She sees our location. Instead of reaching out and saying, why, like, y'all all together didn't invite me. She just removed herself from the group chat. And then I didn't, it doesn't necessarily notify you when someone removes itself, like right then and there. It only shows when you go to the actual chat or whatever. So I didn't notice until the next day, because I was getting ready to text the group chat about the time and of our reservation for the following weekend. So I'm going to the chat and I see Australia removed herself at yesterday at so and so time. I'm like, what? Hold on, what's going on? And prior to that, I had made a group chat for my birthday trip, so she was also in that. So I go to the birthday trip, and she removed herself from there. And I'm like, hold on, okay, what's going on? So I text her. I was like, "Hey, boo, I see that you removed yourself from the group chat. Are you okay?" And she sends me this novel of why she removed herself and basically feeling left out. And she was like, y'all went to homecoming without me, this, that, and the third. And then you did Galentine's without me. That's not cool. There's no love lost, but da 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 da.
I thought Galentine's wasn't planned yet.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. So
she made an assumption.
Okay.
And instead of talking to us, honestly, me and
what's
my
her
friend,
sign?
Virgo.
Sorry. Continue.
So she assumed that we had Galentine's without her.
Oh.
Now when she mentioned homecoming, this was a fault of mine. I did not reach out and invite her when homecoming happened, but this was like a few years ago. And since then, if I wanted to go to homecoming, I made sure to, let her know, hey, I'm thinking about going. Past few homecomings, I haven't gone because people irritate me at Morgan. So, so, when she mentioned that, I was like, wait a minute, that was like 2023. What? Okay, understood. I fixed that, and I haven't been since, so I can't really say like, oh, I wanted to go to homecoming, but that it wasn't like that. So with Galentine's, I let her know, hey, this was not planned. This is what happened. Everything I shared with you, that's what I told her. And I even sent a voice message. And I'm a crybaby. And the fact that I hurt my friend really broke my heart. So
what's your sign?
I'm a Cancer.
Oh,
I know.
of course.
Leave me. Okay, I'm a Cancer, Sun, Pisces rising, and Gemini moon. I messed up altogether.
I'm not gonna say anything else. Okay, we got to move the story along though. So
okay, sorry.
No, it's okay.
But I reached out. Yeah, I reached out to her and I was just like, that wasn't my intent. And when I sent my voice message, my voice was cracking, and I'm like, I never wanted my friends to feel like I don't care about them. I never intentionally hurt my friends. So it broke my heart that she felt that way. And I sent multiple messages. She didn't respond. I tried calling her. She didn't respond. And after a while, I was like, you know what? I'm not going to kiss your behind. I'm trying to apologize. And I took accountability like that. Again, it wasn't my intent. And you assumed wrong, but I'm sorry this hurt your feelings. And, she did not respond to me like at all. She didn't unfollow me off of Instagram or nothing, but like she legit just stopped talking to me, cut off my other two friends that were in the group.
She stopped talking to them too?
Told them the same thing. Yes.
Oh.
Told them the same thing. And I was just like, and I understand that she's been hurt in the past from friends, but I really wanted her to look at my character overall and see that like I'm not that type of person. If I don't want you to do something to me, I'm definitely not going to do it to you. So it just, I wanted to be reconciled. I still wish her
to this
well.
day, you still want to maintain a friendship.
yeah, like it to me now, I would tell her next time if I mess up, tell me I messed up, let me apologize, and we can move forward. I'm human. I make mistakes, you make mistakes. I want my friends to tell me when I'm wrong. So if I do something that hurts her, I'd rather you do that, and then instead of do it and then cut me off as if everything else didn't matter.
Yeah. Virgos think that they're always right, though.
I can see.
And Virgos have a level of expectation when it comes to their friendships. And I will say this is your side of the story, and you are a Cancer, so.
Hey, what?
Look,
I admit
I tend to lean towards my Earth sign siblings, but I need to know Australia's side of the story. Okay?
Listen, you can hear it from her side. I wouldn't.
But I also know Virgos have a high expectation when it comes to their friends. So if there was something misconstrued in regards to what went down, I could see her cutting you off based off of what she believes to be the truth.
Yeah. And that's understandable, but
you do miss this friendship. You want to reconcile this friendship.
Yeah, like there's so much we shared with each other, and like when I pictured like my wedding day, I pictured her as a bridesmaid. So I'm getting ready to cry. But yeah,
don't cry.
I do miss her, and I do love her a lot. And that's why I like watching, to like kind of tie it back to like RHOA, watching Shamea and Porsha's friendship break up. And I know it's a lot messier, but it's still there's like a little part of me that hopes things can turn around, especially for like Pilar and Shamea's daughter too, because they probably look at each other like cousins. So like, and I, like again with my friends, I picture like when I have my kids, they're gonna be the aunties, and you know, like.
But you're still cool with the other friends.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What are their signs? Look. You don't know their birthdays? Excuse me?
I do. I had to think about it. No, I had to think about it because I was going to say my bestie, she's a Sag because she's on the cusp.
She don't care. She's like, girl, you invite me, you don't invite me.
Yeah, we had that conversation. She was like, sister, if I see you with so-and-so, I'm not going to be like, Heifer, what you doing? She's going to be like, oh, okay, y'all have fun. Love y'all. So we had that conversation. And then my other best friend is a Scorpio. So she was a little bit more emotional about it too. But she's also like, we're not going to keep kissing her behind either. So,
Scorpio.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
My mama too.
My mama too. Yeah. Look.
Twinsies.
Wow. So did you have a question?
I just wanted your opinion on it.
It was your fault. No, I'm playing.
I'll take it.
No. I don't know if it was your fault because I would need to hear her side of the situation, but maybe reach out one more time. And then if she doesn't reply, then, you know, you can't force someone to be your friend.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And eventually you'll get over it.
Yeah, I will.
All right.
But,
well, Dina, Nicole, I appreciate you calling in. That is our time because there's a long line.
Okay. No problem. Sorry.
Okay. No. Don't worry. Thanks, Dina Nicole. Reminder to the folks in the chat that might be new here: we listen and we don't judge, and I rush people off the phone. You don't. Mods, feel free to mute anyone that doesn't follow those rules. Just an FYI. Okay. All right. Speaking of Cancer, Cynthia, what's going on? Cynthia, you're muted. Did Cynthia walk away?
Hey, Kempire.
Oh. What's going on?
I'm here. How you doing? Cancer rising.
Look. Cynthia has called in before and talked about how she beat up her sister. Have you have you reunited with your sister?
You know what? We talked for a little bit, though.
Recently?
Recently, yes. We talked a little bit.
How'd that happen?
She came, we both met at my mom's house, and we were just talking about, the federal government. She works for the federal government. Mm-hmm. And we talked about, the federal government, and that was it. Nothing.
Oh, y'all kept it very just like about that.
Yes, about that, basically. Yes.
Okay.
about.
Were you on guard though? Like when she came in, because y'all got into a physical fight.
Yeah, I know.
Were you on guard? Like you were ready to like? What did she wanted to? Because you beat her up. So what if she wanted to like pay back? I'm going to like make it seem like we're cool, and all of a sudden you turn around and she go ah.
Yeah, no, the Kempire, that happened 4 years ago. I will hope that she'll be over it because I'm over it.
Yeah, you're over it because you beat her up. Cynthia?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yes, I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes. I can hear you,
Okay.
definitely.
Okay.
So I have a friend of mine. She is a Capricorn, and I put her on mute or on pause because she likes this guy who's a Libra, and he does not want to be in a relationship with her at all. So I think like he sleeps around everything. Like he does not want to be with her.
Are they dating though?
They're not even dated. They're not exclusive.
Okay. You're breaking up a little bit though, Cynthia.
Nothing.
You're coming in and out for me, Cynthia.
Kempire, well, let me. I'll log my.
Well, now I hear you, which is funny.
Hear me now?
I hear you now. Don't move.
Okay, sorry about that. Sorry about that.
Go ahead.
What is your definition of dating? Because there's a relationship.
Are they sleeping together?
What is your definition of dating? Because they're not in an exclusive. They're sleeping together, yes, but he's sleeping with other people.
Does she know that?
Yeah, she knows that.
So what's the problem?
So she sent me a video and I made a comment saying that, that he's very single. And she said, "Are you trying to be funny?" And I'm like, "He's single, right?" She's like, "Oh, that's my fault. I shouldn't be telling you my business from now on." So I said, "Okay, you're a grown adult and I don't care. It's your life, not mine." And I put her on pause.
Put her on pause. What? Bravo, I tell you. Okay, so she got upset. She got a little sensitive based off of your remark.
That he's single?
He is single until he's married.
He's single, so why is she upset?
Because she's sensitive.
41 years old.
Maybe it was the way you said it, though. Oh, now you're breaking up.
I'm sensitive, too.
Wait, say it again?
I said, I guess they're sensitive just like us cancers.
Well, this is why it's important to know someone's full chart. She could have a lot of water. She could be a Pisces moon for all we know.
Okay, well, I guess. Well, I have a situationship, Kempire.
Oh, damn. Okay, we moved from the friendship to the situationship. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, no, Cynthia, I need your reception to get better, though. Because the reception is like all over the place right now. And you have Verizon. This is not a good representation.
Kempire, I'll talk to you guys later. I don't know what's wrong.
Call back in. Try maybe dropping out and call back in. Maybe it's not even your reception. Maybe it's just StreamYard or something. Drop out and call back in, and I'll bring you back up.
Okay.
Bye. Because I want to know about the situationship. But I can't with the like. I'm like, no, I need to hear what you're saying. All right. Angel called in yesterday, and she said she had some tea that she wanted to spill about her own life. So I'm going to bring Angel up next. Angel, what's going on?
Hey, Kempire. Oh, my God. Cynthia dragged me in just to leave me hanging, but it's okay. I hope she calls back. Mm-hmm. And D. Nicole, my mama, too. She's a Scorpio, too. So
can we start a support group for those of us that have parents that are Scorpios, specifically mothers? I have a Scorpio mother and father, though.
Yeah, Scorpio mother survivor, Halloween birthday in the house.
My mother's Halloween too. Okay, sorry. It's not about me.
Your mother, my mother's eyes change color when she's nice to when she's angry. It's really spooky.
Well, I never paid attention. One of my brother's eyes changed though. His eye color changes.
So it's in the genes. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Anyway.
Okay. So,
what's going on, Angel?
Okay, so I don't know if you remember when I first called, it was for Femtero's Dating Live, because I was like, I got out of a 18-year relationship, 16-year marriage, and it got really messy because my ex-husband was just scandalous. And long story short, he blew up our lives, and his now ex-girlfriend blew up her life too. It got really, really messy. They both got caught in a really bad cheating, scandalous situation. So, yeah. So when I first called in, I was like, I'm ready to get back out there because I had, got out of my depression, got happy, lost all the weight, was looking good again, but wanted to socialize, but not really date. And I'm still in that same position where I don't want to date, but I get my socialization through the community now, so I appreciate that. So I can still be my hermit to myself.
I need you to get outside, though. No. Because this is a great community, but this is all online.
I'll be in the streets, but not in the dating.
You be in those streets working out. You need to be in those streets twerking out.
The gym is only 2 hours a day, Kemp.
That's a lot. And this is coming from someone that works out regularly. Okay.
So,
but you're not ready yet. I'm not going to force you out. You're not ready
yet because people are full of crap, and the Aries put me through so much. So, and plus I have a 3-year-old. So. Yeah. So, we had a breakup. A baby. Right. Well, he cheated. I found out he was cheating on me when I was 6 months pregnant.
Oh my God.
Got really messy. Long story short, they've been broken up for a year, but they were together 3 years total. And so yesterday, I'm just minding my Black-owned business. I'm backstage listening to you, waiting to come forward, talking about Summer House. And I'm in Walmart. Shout out Danielle because I dropped my son off at a job interview and was like, I got 20 minutes to kill. Let me go, peruse around Walmart. And so I'm in line and I see these people in front of me, but I pay no attention to them. They look like some little Y-ends, a female and a male, whatever, let it go. They handle their thing. They disappear. And then I'm next in line and I'm checking out. And then before I even get my receipt, this young lady is yelling at me like, I know exactly who you are. And you know who I am. You stalk my Instagram pages. And my mother, and I was like, what? I was like, get away from me, you weirdo. I have no idea who you are. I have never seen you in my life. But then when she said my mother, I was like, oh, snap. It's the ex-husband's ex-girlfriend's daughter. And she is a fan because she knew exactly who I am.
But wait a second. When you mean ex-mistress?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Mistress, girlfriend, whatever. Mm-hmm. But yeah, she's a fan, obviously, because she left Walmart, came back to me in line, started screaming at me. I had no idea who she was. And I was like, you psycho, but if you hit me, it's on because I will end up barefoot in Walmart because I looked way too cute yesterday. And if she would try it went down. But
why is she mad at you?
I have no idea, but her mother is a POS in a little bit. You get them how you lose them. You lose them how you get them because she ended up cheating on him with some other Instagram guy. So yeah, messy. But but yeah, I had a fan yesterday, and that was why I dropped out of backstage because I ended up having to videotape and call law enforcement because it just was like crazy.
You had to get the popo involved?
I got the popo involved because I know her mother is a setup artist, and I didn't want to do anything where I would have ended up with a law case or anything. And I have way more to lose than the daughter does. Mm-hmm. So because she was like all in your, she was like still screaming at you. She was screaming at me. She didn't lunge at me, but then she made such a scene in Walmart and embarrassed herself that her boyfriend ended up picking her up and dragging her away because I said I called the cops. What? That was my turn of events for yesterday. So that's why you had to drop out. I had to drop out and deal with that. And then that's why I was like, I'm telling you tomorrow. And I was like on TikTok last night because I was like, this is why you don't rekindle. I left that man where he was. We tried to be friendly. Well, we're friendly. We're co-parenting. But it'll never go back romantic again because there is Did you tell him what happened? Drama involved. I did. And I sent him the video. And he was like, how does she know who you are? I'm like, that's a question you need to answer because you obviously had these people stalking my pages or something. I have no idea because I didn't even know who she was until it clicked when she said, my mother. And I was like, oh, it's that chick's daughter.
That's crazy. See, this is the problem with sometimes when you get into relationship with people, then they get you involved in other people that would never be involved in your life. That's crazy.
Mhm. Who would have thought? I was like, 3 years later, I'm still dealing with BS from this mess. So,
Well, I'm glad you're okay because that situations like that could turn real ugly very quickly.
I'm glad I didn't have to get barefoot and slap a bra
I'm
in
glad you
Walmart
didn't
yesterday.
either. And we do not need you in prison. Okay.
Not at all. But that was my tea. It was short and sweet.
We
Don't
appreciate it. But
reconcile if it's not worth it.
the next time you call in, though, we want to know that you're outside and dating. And the thing
I'll work on it for the summer.
And the thing is, you don't have to be serious when dating these people. It could just be going out to eat,
True.
getting a drink. That's it.
Have a nice cocktail, yes.
Yeah, like it doesn't have to be deep or serious, and you can just tell them, "I'm not trying to, this is what I want. I'm not trying to get into a serious relationship. I'm just out of one. I have a young child. Blah blah blah. I'm just hanging out, especially for the summer."
See, what scares me about this is when I did like kind of open up to it, when the guy texted me back, his grammar was so terrible that I blocked him immediately. I was like, I ain't ready for that.
Did you hear what I said this week about that?
Yeah.
About the what up though and what up? I was like,
Yes.
oh no. I think when I was younger, like 20s, I'd be like, whatever. But at my big tender age of 45,
Please write me a real sentence. I'm 43. I have a child. I do not need to teach you English. We are not going.
especially on a dating app, I don't think on a dating app you should be like, what up? Especially if, if that's your lingo and that's how you are and that's the kind of person that you want, perfect. But for me, no.
Me either.
No. Look, no.
I'm like, no new friends. Not yet. We're okay.
But go out. I want you to call back in. We'll have another dating live before the summer is over. I want to hear about your dating excursions.
Okay, Kim. I promise I'll get 2 dates in before the next live.
Oh, I love that. And
it won't be with the crazy Aries because that is dead and over with.
No, yeah. I mean, you've given that a shot, and he cheated on you bad. Monique says, imagine being on a date and this happens. Yikes! Can you imagine? Luckily, it was in the Walmart and not on a date.
No. Oh, but I didn't tell you what his response was. So after he saw the video and everything, he was like, I bet you anything she's probably seen you a bunch of times and waited for you not to have one of the kids with you. And I was like, that is crazy because he said she is actually really a scary, nerdy person and he can't believe she had the audacity to approach me.
I know. That's crazy. And my thing is, you're approaching the wife or now the ex-wife.
Mm-hmm.
That's weird. But okay. Angel, thank you so much for calling in and sharing your story.
No problem, guys. Have a good one.
You too. That's crazy. All right, let me move on, guys. We have Keith backstage. Keith, what is going on? Keith, you're muted. Keith?
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Hold on, I can't hear you.
Oh.
Give me 1 second.
Drop out and call back in, Keith. Yes, thank you. All right, Millie's backstage. We'll bring Millie up next. Millie, what's going on? Millie, you're muted.
Hi, can you see me? Or
No, I can hear you though. Yeah, I can hear you. Hey,
Hey.
what's going on?
Hi, Cam. Well, first of all, I'm just going to put it out there. I bought my tickets for the live show and missed the last one because of the orange man. My flights got canceled.
Oh, yeah.
But we are trying again.
I remember.
And thank God I got that ticket to you. So fingers crossed that he doesn't start anything crazy again.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, I'll keep it short and sweet. This is my summer house adjacent scandal. So maybe 15 years ago or so. So I'm a senior millennial. I've always been nomadic. My family's always moved around. So I moved from Canada to the United States, met up with an old friend from Canada. I was brand new, and he was introducing me to his younger brother, who had also just moved to the same state as me. He and I kicked it off really well. We made a group of little friends, met another girl who just also moved to the state as well. We were a nice, friendly threesome. He and I ended up getting closer, started dating, and moved in together. She was a good friend, came over all the time. It was all good because we kind of started out together in this new state, in this new country, and, just kind of bonded over that. Well, things were going well. She spent lots of days with us, hung out with us, proper trio. And one weekend I went out for work. I came back home and he was gone. She was gone. They were both gone. I got a
Was she
call
living
from
with
his
you
brother
guys?
who introduced. She was living around the corner, but
Oh.
she was in a brand new apartment by herself. So
Okay.
she'd come over to our place all the time. And it was really cool because we just had so much in common and we were just discovering the city together. But yeah, I came home that weekend and she was gone. Some of his stuff was still there, but a lot of it was gone. Come to find out, well, his brother called me looking for him and I had no idea where he was. His phone was off, her phone was off, and no idea where they were. I tried for a few weeks and no one knew where they were.
A few
I was quite
weeks?
worried. A few weeks, Kempire.
Wait, so his
And
stuff
then
were gone too.
some of his stuff was gone. Some of his stuff was there, but he had like a good suitcase, like a 2 day or 3 day suitcase gone, and no one had heard from her either, like just gone. And we thought like something had happened to them. It was just really weird. Come to find out, long story short, they had been messing around the whole time that he and I were together. She got pregnant,
No.
and in order to, yes, in order to hide the whole thing, they moved out to Arizona, stood out there and stayed up there in Arizona until she was well, like 6 or 7 months. So I just given up on this. So I threw his stuff out of my apartment once I found out this was happening and just kind of tried to move on and pretend like this never happened. So embarrassed. So embarrassed.
You're
They show
embarrassed?
back up. I was embarrassed because I'm like, how can I get bamboozled by these two tricksters? Like, I had no idea this was going on this whole time. And I was really trying to bond. And being a transient, moving one place to another all the time, it's like, you put so much trust in the people that you meet all the time. Well, that's not going to happen again. They show up later and fully 8 months pregnant. He's there. They had a shotgun wedding.
They got married?
And they got married. She's pregnant. She's having his baby. And suddenly that city that felt so big felt so tiny. We all kind of knew each other. And then I got the opportunity to get another job. I work in international development to go back to East Africa, which is where I live now for the last 10 years. But I got a chance to go to East Africa. I get there, I meet a guy, really lovely guy, worked together for a month, started dating for 3 months, married on the 4th month. And it's been 10 years and we're still together.
Oh, I'm so
living our
happy to
best
hear a
life in
happy ending to
Kenya.
this story.
But I'm just trying to keep, I mean, there's so many details, but I try to wrap it up and kind of keep it as short as possible. But the most random stuff ever.
Wait,
And
but
the
are they
most,
still
I think,
together?
summer house adjacent stuff.
Are they still together?
I'm sorry?
Are they still together?
No,
Of
they're
course
not actually
not.
still together. They're not. She had the baby. She changed the way she looked. I guess after baby, it wasn't looking so good. And he left her for a 19-year-old.
Look, I wish I could say I feel sorry for her, but wow.
Well, don't.
I don't. Because the entire
Absolutely
time you're
don't.
telling this story, I was like, and this is why murder exists.
I mean, it wasn't what I was expecting. He doesn't look so good anymore either. But yeah. I haven't told that story in a really long time. I kind of buried it for 10 years and moved away from the States. I've
But
not
you're
been
happily
back
married
since, but
now, and I love that.
happily married, living my best life in Kenya, enjoying it out here. And it doesn't make me feel bad to know that she's struggling, he's struggling, he looks a hot mess. She's out there with a baby he doesn't have anything to do with. But it didn't have to go that way.
No.
But yeah, my little bit of a Sierra moment.
I mean, your moment was worse. Sorry. Your moment was worse. You were actually living with this man. Wow.
Living with this man.
And you were friends with the other one. Was she a pick me?
Friends
Did she
with
get
the
pick me
other one?
energy?
She had a pick me energy. She had done it to her sister before. Like afterwards, I found out so much about her that she'd also dated a man that was dating her sister. She had it in her this whole time. Like this is just who she was. That's her MO.
Pick me energy is dangerous. I keep telling y'all. Annie said this is how the show Snap was created. I'm glad you didn't snap, though, Millie.
I didn't snap because no man is worth chasing after and keeping. Once it hit week 2 and I'm like, he's alive, and then I found out he's run off with her, that's it. I'm moving on with my life. His stuff was out of my apartment, giving it to his brother. And I was just like, nope, I'm working on me now and doing the next thing. So yeah, better things come. If I sat and just kind of, was really miserable over it, it wouldn't have opened me up to all the opportunities I was able to get.
Amen.
And I couldn't have found a better support system, husband, partner, all of it. I didn't even think twice when he asked me to marry him after 3.5 months. Like, we were in it.
Do you have kids together?
We have 2 kids together, 3 countries. We work together. We do so much things together. So, I mean, it worked out to be the best. I couldn't imagine being married to that waste man.
Wow.
So glad. I was in the case.
That's amazing. But Millie, thank you for the juicy story that turned into a beautiful story.
You're welcome. And I hope to see you soon in New York. Fingers crossed for everything that orange man does not divert my plans again.
If not, I'm coming to Kenya anyway because I need that. I've been wanting to come to Kenya. So
come on out to Safari. We're out here for you.
Thank you so much, Millie, for calling in.
Thank you.
Take care.
Take care.
Bye. I didn't know that. What? But I love the full circle moment though. Understanding because in the moment when you're going through a dark time like that, you're like, oh my God, why would this happen to me? And you see how it changed her life. All right, we're going to bring up Keith in a second. But first, I want to say thank you to Boll & Branch. They have a summer sale going on. Have you guys checked it out? Have you noticed that your sheets are slipping off their corners lately? Or maybe your pillows don't feel as supportive? So many people think it's their mattress or they think it's their pillows when it actually has more to do with your sheets. I'm so excited about our friends Boll & Branch being here on the channel again because I've been able to experience their sheets personally over the last several weeks. And I took advantage of their Memorial Day sale. More on that later. But I'm excited for them to be back here on the channel because so many people complain about their sleep patterns and how their sleep is being affected, and they don't realize it probably isn't your mattress. It probably isn't your pillows. It's probably what you're putting on your mattress and your pillows. So that's why I upgraded to our friends over at Boll & Branch. They make everything your bed needs. Their signature organic cotton sheets, pillows, blankets, and comforters are all designed to be breathable, incredibly soft, and get better over time. More importantly, how do your sheets feel after you wash them several times? So most people start with their signature sheets, and a lot of customers buy 2 sets so that they can rotate them. I know that's what I did recently. I've also added their waffle sheet, which I've already washed twice, and still it remains super, super soft and luxurious. So as I mentioned before, I took advantage of their Memorial Day sale. Thank you to all of you that reminded me to make that order that day. Literally got it, not the following day. I ordered it on that Memorial Day. I got it that Wednesday. Can you imagine? What I also loved with their customer service, their local Boll & Branch store reached out to me to help if I wanted to upgrade my bedroom. So the customer service already was top tier. But more importantly, what I also love is that after I washed it several times, it still remains super soft, still super quality. But of course, I don't bring anyone here where I can't get you some sort of discount. Sleep cooler this summer with Boll & Branch during their annual summer event. For a limited time, get 20% off site-wide at bollandbranch.com/Kempire with code Kempire. That's Boll & Branch, BOLLAND, branch.com/Kempire. Code Kempire to take 20% off. bollandbranch.com/Kempire. Exclusions apply. More information on Boll & Branch will be available in the description. Thanks, Boll & Branch. And we're back. Shout out to Boll & Branch. Shout out to all our sponsors. All sponsor information will be available in the description. Limit Sunshine says, Kempire, is there a limit to your live stream sales? I want to buy, but I'm waiting for my pay next month. Little Miss Sunshine, I believe Boll & Branch will be here on the channel. As long as you see me still talking about them, the sales should be active. So if you still see us promoting, then they should still be active. All right. Shout out to Chanel, who's watching on X. I see you, Chanel. What's going on? All right. It's not a dumb question at all, Little Miss Sunshine. Okay. I know I said I was going to get off at 5, but I We'll definitely be getting off by 6 at the latest, because I do see we have a few people backstage. For those that don't know what we're talking about, it's our crossover. There are so many relationship topics that we talk about on Bravo, and over the last couple of weeks especially. A lot of you have been asking for us to come back and do a dating live where we hear your story and things like that as well. Okay? All right. Oh, for my show. What do you mean? Oh no, the sale will be going on until it sells out, unless you're buying a live stream ticket. Unless you're buying a live stream ticket, then that's unlimited. But if you're in person, I mean, there might be tickets available next month, but I'm just saying, you never know. Things can happen. All right. Unless you're talking about the live stream ticket. All right, live chat. I dropped the calling for you guys as well. Let me bring up Keith. Keith, are you there? Can you hear me?
I am here. I can hear you better now, yes.
Okay, perfect. What's going on, Keith?
Right. I'm pretty good. How are you?
I'm doing well.
That's great. So actually, just to give you a little recap, because you didn't remember exactly what we called in about, what I called in about last time. Mm-hmm. So it was really about me moving in with my boyfriend and figuring out if it was the right time to move in. So actually, we have moved in. It's been about, I want to say, 3 weeks.
Oh, this is new. Okay.
Yeah, it's June. We were moving out in May. Well, I was moving out of my apartment in May, and we've been living together for about 3 months now. And so far, it's been really
Wait, 3 months or 3 weeks?
3 weeks, sorry.
3
weeks. 3 weeks. But I actually really just wanted to talk to you really, about not our relationship, but about me possibly self-sabotaging.
Oh.
Now, my thing is, I'm very confident in who I am and what I bring to a relationship. However, he has this friend that is a little bit excessive, in my opinion, on how they communicate and how they talk and how they just show affection with each other. Now, the thing is,
you're going to have to explain that. What do you mean?
All right, so now
give us
I'm
an
not
example.
saying that there was any. Make it real clear. There was no cheating, nothing like that. Okay, I don't do any of that.
We know you're a Virgo.
Okay, I don't play that. So there was no cheating. However, he has this friend that is very excessive on communicating, and when I'm out to dinner with them, so this friend lives in Los
Angeles. Wait, just to be clear, when you say excessive on communicating, you mean they're texting him all the time?
All the time, random times in the night.
Oh.
And my thing is, it's not anything explicit, because like he would answer the phone and he would do it right in front of me. He would text right in front of me. So I'm not feeling like there's anything uncomfortable about the conversation. Yeah. But I also don't want to be in a position to where I'm telling someone who has had a 20-year friendship to lower communication. Because my thing is, I wouldn't want them to tell me that I shouldn't speak to a friend that I know longer than they have. Mm-hmm. So, all right, so let me just give you a little backstory. I wasn't sure if we were going to tell this part of the story, but why not? I'm going to tell it anyways. So we were out to dinner, which is me and him. We were out to dinner actually a couple weeks ago. I want to say probably like 2.5 weeks ago. And he received a text from his friend, and his friend asked to FaceTime. So mind you, we're at dinner, and his friend said, "Hey, can you FaceTime real quick?"
Wait, sidebar. And then, I don't need to do a sidebar, but where'd you guys go for dinner?
We went to some restaurant. I don't even remember the name. It was some Italian restaurant in downtown Chicago.
Was it good?
It was really good, actually. It was really good. I actually got entree, appetizer, dessert, a few drinks, like at least 4 or 5. So that's probably why I was feeling this way that night. But
okay, so he asked to FaceTime.
Yeah, so his friend texted him and he said, "Hey, you available to FaceTime real quick?" And my man actually looked at him and he would say, "Hey, is it okay we just if I just step away for a little bit?" Now, I was a little confused actually as to why he requested to step away, but it's whatever. So he requested to step away. They had their FaceTime for, I want to say, at least 15, 20 minutes. And he came back.
That feels like forever, though.
That can feel, especially when you're by yourself.
Yeah, and you're
especially
eating.
when you're by yourself. Okay, so you understand what I'm saying then. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like it was a little bit excessive. Now, my thing is, my man, he has reassured Now, I'm not sure if you remember the first time I called. So the first time I called, I had an issue with this same exact friend because his friend actually said that I was somewhat of a sugar baby because the way my man actually spoils me, he takes me out, he
So
does
this
a
is
lot
the
of
same
things for me.
friend.
Same friend. And I've always felt a little issue about the friend. Now, I've spoken to him years ago. This was the first time we started dating. I've spoken to him at that time, and I felt like does this friend like you? Does this friend have some sort of interest in you? And he said he thinks the friend does, but he doesn't have any interest. However, he feel like he likes the friendship. What I will say is I don't think like when we're all together, I don't see anything sexual. However, or any chemistry or anything like that. However, when he is separated, when he brings the information back to me, I'm like, oh, y'all were on the phone for 20, 30 minutes in the bathroom. I'm a little confused. But then at the same time, I'm like, well, you were bringing the information to me, so why would I feel any type of way? So my thing is this. I brought this information to actually my sister, and my sister actually said, well, he may be just telling you the information to kind of throw you off. Now, my thing is, I don't feel anything happening with them. However, I don't want to feel like I'm also self-sabotaging because I'm also very close with friends as well. And he actually brought up a situation that I had with one of my friends where we're very close. It's obviously nothing sexual like that, but he brought up a situation like that with me and my friend, and I'm like, okay, I understand. Like we may have friends that we're extremely close to, especially in the gay community, when you are friends with people of the opposite sex and of the same sex. So it's hard to say, well, you shouldn't hang out with this person because I mean, we're hanging around with so many different people. So I didn't feel comfortable bringing that information to him. Mm-hmm. However, I remember, I want to say like a couple days after that dinner,
Did you say anything when he came back though? Like after the 15 minutes, did you say anything? Have you spoken to your partner about how you feel?
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Oh, definitely. When he actually came back, I said everything's good. He was like, yeah, it's fine. He didn't want to talk about some business because they do work together. Now, my man, he is a financial advisor, so he is advising his friend on a lot of financial like assets or what he should invest his funds into, things of that nature.
But that couldn't wait.
Huh?
That conversation couldn't wait.
That's what I'm thinking, but when he told me about the request to have a FaceTime, he didn't tell me exactly what the FaceTime was about. So I'm not sure if he even knew what the FaceTime was about at that point. Mm-hmm. I didn't know that he said, hey, can I just step away for a few minutes? Such and such wants to FaceTime. I'm like, yeah, sure. So I'm not necessarily an insecure person to where I am the type of person to go through phones, go through DMs, text messages, emails. Like at the end of the day, God is always going to tell me what's the truth. So I'm not in the business of looking for my own unhappiness. I'm prepared for my unhappiness to just come to me and I'll deal with it at that point. So given that, I'm not someone that look through phone, text messages. Now, my friend said I should look through the phone. I don't look through phones. I said, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that because at the end of the day, like, if it comes to me, it comes to me, but I'm not going to make sure that I'm unhappy, right? So, hold on, give me 1 second.
Guys, have you liked the video yet? I did drop the call link for members on the post tab. I did drop it in the live chat as well. We're doing a Bravo meets Messiest Relationships dating live. Keith just called in to let us know about his dating life. He's been keeping us abreast of his dating life for a few months now.
Hello?
Yes.
Yes, sorry about that. The people from my window were here to clean, so I had to close my window. So anyways, like I was saying, I'm not necessarily someone that is insecure or like looking through phones or text messages, but I just want to know how exactly I should try to bring this up because I already had issues with this person years before, and he has assured me multiple times that nothing going on like is completely what's the word?
Platonic.
Thank you. Yeah, platonic. So he completely assured me that everything was platonic, nothing going on, and I believe him in that. And I could tell when he's lying. I genuinely can tell when he's lying because he stutters a lot and he blinks.
Oh no!
He stutters like I can tell exactly when he's
not
lying.
blinking and stuttering.
So I believe exactly what he's saying, but I wanted to really say, understand like. Exactly how should I be able to really bring up
my thing is, Keith, I don't think there's an issue when it comes to cheating. I agree with you. I don't think there's an issue when it comes to that. I think the issue here has to do with boundaries because there needs to be boundaries no matter if it's a relationship or any form of a relationship. So if it's a friendship, I think he's so used to whatever friendship he's had with your partner for the last 20 years. However, your partner needs to now, especially because now that you're living with him, you've got to set boundaries. You've got to be like, well, no, I'm out to eat. I will talk. Hey, is this important? Like, is this an emergency? Because that would be my text to him if I'm out to dinner with my partner. Is this important? If it is, I'll step away. And I think the friend has already been testing these boundaries. And the fact that this is the same friend that was saying, you're some sort of sugar baby, there definitely seems to be, he's testing the boundaries of that relationship. So that's what you need to have the conversation about. You need to express to your partner that I trust you. I'm not concerned about you cheating with this person. My issue is the fact that there are no boundaries when it comes to your friendship. He's texting you at all times of the night. It's not an emergency. He's calling when we're out to dinner. Like, he's testing boundaries, and your partner's not setting the boundaries. This is where your partner should be like, I'm out to eat. I'll get back to you. This is something important. I'll get back to you later. I'll get back to you tomorrow during business hours. That's up to your partner to do it. So this is not about cheating. And this is more about boundaries.
I 100% agree. And I honestly feel like I kind of set the precedence for that a little bit because I remember multiple times before, like this isn't the first time, but multiple times before, I would be a little bit passive and he would actually ask me, is it okay if I take it? And I would say yes. So my thing is, like, I kind of feel like I am a little bit responsible for it because I haven't been a little bit more upfront on saying no, can it wait? So I do take a little bit of accountability in regards to that. But then at the same time, I'm like, yes, you're right. Like, he should be the one to set those boundaries. And I actually had to set the boundaries for the friend myself. And I have to say a few things. I have to say a few things that I'm not proud of, but I don't regret. I'll leave it at that. Okay, I have to say a few things, but I remember when
if you changed your mind in regards to, like, it's not okay anymore for you to step away or constantly texting with this person in the middle of the night, it's okay for you to be like, I'm not comfortable with that anymore. Especially if we're out to if we're out to dinner and this is a dinner date, this is our date time. Unless it's an emergency.
I understand, but then at the same time, I'm like, well, when you make a certain type of money, a certain amount of money, I'm like, well, I understand why you may have to take calls at certain times of the night or at random times. So I understand where he's coming from because at the end of the day, money don't stop. So I'm like, if he's helping his friend and it is business-wise, then I'm very much for it. But I feel like there also needs to be a separation. I'm crying.
Of course. You're the sugar baby. You like, make that money, honey. Okay.
No. In the words of Kelsey, I'm not a sugar baby if he's attractive. Oh. Okay? And that doesn't count.
I mean, I get what you're saying, but I also feel that the friend has been testing those boundaries, especially with that FaceTime, because I'm like, you're stepping away with a FaceTime. It could be business related, but I'm sure it wasn't something that could not be handled after dinner.
Oh, no, I think it was definitely purposely because I remember when we were out to dinner, I actually posted a photo onto my Instagram and I saw that he saw the video while they were away on FaceTime. So I saw that he saw the video. So I feel like it was kind of purposely as to why he said it. Now, I didn't bring this up to my man because I felt like, I don't know, I didn't want to put too much gasoline on the fire. So I was like, you know what, let me just hold this out real quick. But I do feel like he is kind of putting a wedge in between. And I don't want to be the person, or I don't want to be the significant other that tells someone that they shouldn't be friends with someone or they shouldn't communicate as much with someone that they know for 20, 30 years. Yeah. Because, I feel like in my opinion, I feel like that's a little bit selfish to tell someone that they know longer than you to not talk to them, you know?
But we're talking more about boundaries than anything.
Yeah.
And I think the friend, the business partner has been testing those boundaries. And because your partner has not set those boundaries, that he's taking advantage. And now he needs to set new, because now he has a relationship. And at the end of the day, I'm sure your partner, although this person has been his friend for 20, 30 years, he much rather the person that's going to be beside him in bed and in life and in general than someone that's been my friend for 20, 30 years. Friendships are important, but there are boundaries that should be set when you are in a relationship. And now you're living together. Mm-hmm. So I don't think, I think you think that you're sabotaging yourself. I don't think so. I think you're talking about boundaries, and it's important to set boundaries in life. It is important to set boundaries with your friends, with your relationships, and in the workplace. All of those things this friend needs to understand.
I agree. In fact, they're actually out to lunch or dinner right now.
Oh, hell no.
Catching up. They actually, yes.
You should FaceTime him.
I should, bro. I should. But no, they're actually out right now. So I actually want to know exactly what, because I don't want to bring this up. Obviously, I'm not sure if they're going to come in together. I'm not exactly sure if he's going to bring him to the house or whatever. So I just want to know exactly how I should bring this up, because I didn't know he was coming to the city, to Chicago. So when I found out, I was like, okay, and I found out, and I saw your message of I saw the video of how you were planning to do a dating. And I was like, oh, that would be perfect to ask Kempire, so.
I mean, so first of all, he doesn't live in Chicago, the friend?
No, he lives in Los Angeles. However, he does travel back and forth to Chicago because he is from Chicago. Okay. So he does come back and forth to Chicago regardless. But even then, I want to say within the last year that I have been in Chicago, he has been to Chicago, I want to say 12, 11 times. Like, you would have thought he was a flight attendant with as much time as he comes to Chicago. Like...
So you're like, why is he always here?
Right, I'm trying to feel like, why is he always here? I'm like, I think he has family here, but I mean, I don't even see my family that much. Maybe I need to see my family 12 out of the time a year.
I mean, I would keep an eye on this situation. I think you should frame the conversation with your partner as boundaries. And Ms. Z says, not a flight attendant. Yeah, I would set it up that way. I would have the conversation when it's the right time, meaning you guys go out to dinner. I wouldn't do it in front of this guy.
Of course.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we are going out actually later tonight. So
okay. So that might be the time to talk about it.
Yeah, definitely.
Question for the audience, and you, Keith, you can hear what the audience is say. If Keith has the conversation with his partner tonight, should they do it at dessert, or should you do it before? Because I feel like that kind of conversation, you don't want to ruin dinner.
You really don't, right? And
unless it was something pressing on you and you feel like, I need to say this and I'm thinking about this the entire dinner, then it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, I think I should probably wait until dessert. Let me see. I have you also on my TV, so I see the comments.
Oh.
So I have you on my phone and my TV, so I see the comments, like what everybody's saying. But I do see they saying that dessert.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I think dessert at dessert, especially because it's not pressing. Like, there's certain things that for me, like with friendships or relationships, if there's something at the front of my mind that I need to talk about, I can't wait until the end of because then it's going to ruin dinner, and I can't ruin dinner for myself. So, exactly. But if you can wait, I would wait till after dinner during dessert.
Okay. And what would you think is the most rational response from him, and what I should probably give, depending on what the response
we cannot
is?
Predict his response. He's allowed to have his reaction. He sounds like he's an amicable person, though. He doesn't sound he is like he's going to fly off the handle, and he's not very agreeable and things like. He sounds like he's very sensitive to how you feel as well. But I would frame this as about boundaries. This is not about you cheating with him. I'm not concerned about that because I know who I am. I'm more concerned that he's testing your boundaries and you have not set boundaries with him. So I get it. You guys have to make money and blah, 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 blah. But FaceTiming when we're having dinner, there's got to be a boundary with that. This is our time. This is our date night kind of thing. So that's how I would frame it.
Okay. All right.
Unless he's coming to dinner with y'all tonight, then.
Say that again?
Unless he's coming to dinner with you guys tonight.
Oh no. Now I'm putting my foot down for that. Oh. We're not, because I was surprised that he even showed up to my house around 12 o'clock. I was like, what is he even doing? Like, in my mind, I was like, what is he even doing here? I wish he had told me, because I had no idea that he was even showing up. But
Why didn't he tell you? You guys are living together now.
Well, he actually didn't even know that. Well, what he told me, because I texted him when I saw the guy. I was like, wait, I didn't realize he was going to come here. And he was like, oh, well, we're just about to leave shortly. So I'm not sure.
So did your partner know that he was going to show up?
He did know he was going to show up, but they left, like, I want to say, like 5-10 minutes after he came. Like, I didn't even realize I was working from home, and I heard like a knock on the door.
You got startled.
Call from the... Huh?
You got startled. You're like, wait.
I got startled because I'm like, I got no message from the doorman. Like, nobody messaged me. So I just heard a knock on the door. So I was confused as to why there was just some random person there. But
Keith at home working in his pum-pum shorts. And he's like, who is at the door?
All right. I'm like, hold on. I need to make sure I look good for company. But...
So what is it, before I let you go, what is the vibe between you and this friend, though? Is it like amicable, or is it like there's like a hidden like tension?
There's a little bit of tension. I'm gonna say from both of us. Okay, I'm gonna take accountability. It's a little bit of tension from both of us. Me, I'm gonna be honest. As Virgos, we're very passive aggressive. We know how to be passive aggressive to a T. So I'm very passive aggressive, and he very snarky.
What's his sign?
You know how punks can be.
What's his sign?
I'm like, you know how these people can be.
Oh, wait. Well, what do you know his astrological sign?
Yes. So he is a Gemini. Yeah, his birthday was a couple weeks ago, end of May. Gemini. Told you, Gemini men.
What's your partner's sign?
Leo.
Okay.
Leo, and I'm a Virgo. And we're actually, our birthdays are actually 10 days apart. Mine is August 23rd, his is August 13th. So, but yeah, that's really about it. Like, I think they should actually be coming back in a few minutes, because he just texted me like 20 minutes ago saying he's on his way. So they should probably be back any minute now. But,
well, we need you to call back in and let us know what the result of that conversation is.
Yeah, definitely.
FaceTime us.
I'm crying.
All right. Thanks, Keith.
Thank you.
Bye. That's the best. Ms. Zebu's backstage. Okay, we're going to get, for guys, if you're just joining us, this is a special where Bravo crosses over into dating and relationships. You know, we've done dating and love and relationship lives over the last couple of years. So a lot of you have been talking about some of the summer house scandal and, you know, Porsha and her friendships situation. So this is where you guys get an opportunity to call in and share your own personal stories and things like that, or questions and whatnot. All right, Ms. Zebu is calling all the way from South Africa. What's going on, Ms. Zebu?
Hey. Oh, my word. I'm so excited. The fact that you remembered all the convos and all the stuff I've been posting, and now I'm through. Oh, my word. Okay. Sorry, let me stop fanning here. Okay, well, thanks for dialing me in, Kemp. I've got 2 stories, but I'm cognizant that there are other people waiting. So I'm trying to decide whether or not we want the one that had me hanging by the nipples, that almost got me in prison, or we want the one that almost got me fired, right? So the prison one is a man, and the one that almost got me fired is a girlfriend.
I want to know about the man.
Okay. All right. Let's get into it. The man turned out to be my baby daddy, but let's get there. Let's get there, right? So
can I ask you this, Ms. Zebu? How old are you?
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I am 30, born 16th of July. So yeah, Cancer all the way.
Okay. Happy early birthday.
Thank you. So essentially dated a guy from the ages of 21 to 27, right? Just about to head into into 28. So we were about together for 7 years. Okay. Grew up in a bit of context, grew up in a very Orthodox background, Christian background. So was pro-marriage, like, oh my word, like the guy that takes my virginity is the guy that's going to marry me. This is just, that was it for me. Okay. So meet this guy. Red flags were there, all right? And essentially, I was trying to see how red it could get. Okay, it went maroon, and I was still there, all right?
At least you're honest.
And exorcism couldn't save me at that point, okay?
Oh, damn.
Okay. But anyway, so we were with this guy for 7 years. Cheated on me from the first year, right? For actually the first 6 months, okay? Tell me why I moved in with him. Oh, no, I can tell you. I gave him my virginity and I was stigmatized, okay? So, yeah, okay. So stayed with him. Then he lost his job. I picked up the financial burden for about 2 years, right, in the relationship. Yes, 2 years. Yes, I'm seeing your hands up. Yes. Wow. 24 months, okay? No, man, because that started from the bottom. Now we're here, babe. Oh. Listen, we're going to get through this mountain together, okay? I am.
Although he cheated on you in the first 6 months.
Yes, I know. Listen, Delulu's not the Salulu, but we grow from it. Yes, okay? Yes. We listen, but we don't judge, sir.
I agree. I'm just reminding the audience the facts.
Yeah, 100%. So then we held him down for 2 years. Tell me why in those 2 years he got together with this one girl who worked at a traffic department. So traffic department in South Africa is like a licensing department where you go get. It's like the DSV for DMV? The US, I think. Yes, there we go. Sorry. Mm-hmm. Correct. So that's what it is for South Africa, right? So anyway, starts dating this girl, catch it out. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Oh no, she promised me a job. So I was trying to get a plug in. You know how it is these days, is that you can only get a job if you know someone on the inside. I'm like, wow, so you are willing to sling your dick for job.
We got to be careful with the words though. Ms.
Oh, sorry. So okay, so fine. That was that. All right. Fine, cool. I still stuck it out. Okay. Don't ask me why, Kempire. Okay. Don't ask me why. I did it. Still thugged it out. Okay. Then had my son in 2022. Okay. And shame, things were going so well. He was behaved. And I'm kind of thinking, I don't know if it was the pregnancy or whatever. We've got a South African superstition, or an African superstition where we say some kids bring people together, whereas some people cause a rift. Some kids cause a rift in a relationship. And that's like a spiritual thing, like something that happens just in like the aura, the atmosphere. So anyway, my baby brought us together. Okay. So we're closer. He's all over me. And at that point I was ready. So when I found out that I was pregnant, I was actually ready to move out and leave him at the place because I bought the place. So it was in my name. And I was just like, listen, I'm ready to cut my losses. I'm going to exit when he doesn't know, because he actually started to get a bit, violent, right? So every time I just was iced out because I was just so emotionally drained. So I was just like, I can't, he'd ask me, oh, why didn't you call me today? You didn't even know where I was. You didn't know who I was with. And I'm just like, hey, dude, actually, I don't care. The reason why is because live your best life. And I must tell you, at that point, I'm getting promoted at work. I work for one of the top 5 legal firms in the world. So, my career is great trajectory, and God has blessed me in that sense, So anyway, so then I decide to buy my stuff. I take it to my best friend, so I'd been lay buying it, right? So paying it off some months, and it started to get delivered at my best friend's place. Tell me why the month I'm like, okay, I'm leaving this guy. He's going to come back home and I'm not going to be here. Tell me why I find out I'm pregnant.
Again.
No. So it was with my son. So I've only got one. Yeah, I've only got one kid. Okay. So anyway, fine, cool. I'm like, okay, I'm going to stick around. It brings us together. That's fine. Okay. Please tell me why we started fasting for him to get a job, and literally the Daniel fast, the Esther fast, so many fasts that are outlined in the Bible. We're doing all of those. I'm just like, I want to support my man. I could tell that it was starting to hurt his self-esteem to know that he's got a kid coming and he can't financially support that kid. Okay? Literally 3 weeks before my child comes, before his due date, he actually ends up getting a job. And we're like, oh, hallelujah, praise the Lord. Tell me why that same week he got another chick. Literally that same week.
Wait, got another chick, just got another chick or got another chick pregnant?
No, got another chick, but we're getting there. Listen, here's it's a build-up, okay? I then have a dream that, okay, listen, he's cheating on me after I had my child. I have a dream of him in a bed with another woman. I confront him about it. Well, I didn't confront him. I was just like so calm. I was like, listen, dude, I had this dream. I've had dreams like this in the past, and I have found out that you were doing something. So just cut it out. I don't need the stress. We just have a baby. Our baby's less than 2 weeks old. Don't do this. Okay? Oh my word, you're always trying to bring up the past. Whoa. I was like, okay, listen, I'm not even trying to fight. Like, just stop it. If you're doing something, stop it. If it is my own insecurities, I'm sorry. Okay? That was the conversation. Sir, please tell me why the end of that week, I find out that he's having an affair with this older woman. Okay? Drop dead gorgeous though. So she's like 45.
At least you gave her 10s. Okay.
No. Listen, sexy. Like she's giving like Halle Berry type of, no, she was gorgeous and thick too, you know? So anyway, cool. I was like, so then he left his phone at home, which was actually my phone because his phone broke. So I had to borrow him my phone. He leaves his phone at home, calls me, and I wasn't even like checking his phone like that. Calls me, hey babe, listen, I think I left my phone at home. Can you please look around? I checked the house because they'd gone to work. Checked the house, found the phone. Oh, hey, yes, you did. I do have your phone here. And you've actually got a couple of missed calls and a message. And it looks like it's from work. So my fingerprint still worked on that iPhone. So I put, oh, sir, please tell me why I find nudes on that phone.
Oh, Lord.
Of this lady. Kempire, I cried in a fetal position. Okay, because I was just like, not again. Like literally, my heart was crushed. Anyway, I go psycho. Okay, so I'm going to tell you the truth and nothing but the truth. I call this woman, very calm. Hey, listen, you may not know about me, but I just wanted to let you know that this is my man. And she's like, oh, yeah, no, I know about you, boo. You're the one that just gave birth, right? Yeah, girl, no, I think actually, like, stop worrying yourself about me. How about you pull yourself towards yourself, lose that baby weight, and just try to zhuzh yourself up. At that moment, I felt oxygen leave my body. Okay? I was like, oh, she doesn't know me. So what she had done was she was sending nudes without, and remember, I'm already insecure because I've got the baby weight. I've got the, so I'm already insecure. So it's like, girl, why you got to do this, But anyway, she was sending nudes to him while she was butt naked, right? And with her face in it. And I've got friends that work in certain places that know how to find a person's identity through their cell phone number. Okay. So we got her full identity. I created a fake page on one of these like Women of the Night websites, posted all her stuff and said, hey, please, give me a call, put her real numbers, put everything. So they'd been blowing up her numbers. I didn't know she was married. Did her man not find out that, listen, you're getting calls of people asking for sexual favors? What the hell? So then it turns into a whole thing where she has to confess to him to say, oh, I was having an affair, because then this one guy actually said, hey, listen, this is your link to your profile that you created, sent it to her husband, opens it, sees her nudes, is like, actually, this is you who you sending this to because it wasn't coming to me. Okay. Fast forward, the husband ended up forcing her to open a rape case against my baby daddy. Okay. And I stood right by my baby daddy the whole time, got him lawyers, okay, because obviously I made the money, okay? And the jerk still cheated on me even
again
afterward. Yes.
So where does the prison part of the story get involved?
Well, no. Well, the prison part is that I'm no longer with him, right? We broke up in 2023, just before my birthday. And I must tell you, it's been really good. I've dated a few people here and there. I think I've been struggling to attach, because I'm just like, I've got my guard up. But I think it's just been such a confidence booster to know that, listen, actually, the girl still got it, And I'm actually able to, bring in guys that are more financially stable than him and are hotter than him. So I'm just like, sir, check me out, okay? And he's essentially lost his job after that. I think he lost his job about 6 months later, has obviously come back and be like, oh my word, I'm so sorry. Please, can we get back together? I want my family back together. I was like, your family and who? Sir, go cry to your mom.
Wow.
So yeah, so that's that. That's that. I was in court and everything, Kempire, like literally.
Did you get arrested for what you did to that lady?
No, so they couldn't tie it to me because remember, because I.
Well, you just admitted right here.
Oh no, sir. Remember, this is not my real name, so catch yourself.
Well, damn. I stayed corrected. Okay.
So yeah, that was me. But all the therapy and prayer has helped me, and I'm good. But thank you so much for dialing me in.
Thank you for calling in. Take care.
Cool,
wow.
Bye.
Bye. What? Oh my gosh. Guys, if you haven't already, be sure to like today's video. Yes, this is a dating live, but it's crossover. There are topics that we've talked about on Bravo that are related to your lives. And so many of you are calling in and sharing your stories. Margaret says, Kempire, fix your face. You fix your face. All your faces were cracked at that story. Okay. I was like, wait, hold on. But look, I appreciate people calling in and being vulnerable. It's not easy to tell your truth or talk about the missteps that you've made in life and the red flags that you've ignored. Because a lot of y'all want to come in here holier than thou, judging these reality TV stars. You're like, that could never be me. And look, for the most part, it could never be me. But there are certain things, there are certain people that have had very similar lives to the reality TV stars that we talk about. All right, enough talking from me. I'm gonna get to some more callers. I definitely got to get off of here by 6 o'clock. I know I said 5, but I said I'll extend it. But before we get to more callers, I want to say thank you to our friends over at MyFitnessPal. A real MyFitnessPal life moment. I was literally on my evening walk this week, and I thought to myself, oh my goodness, I should sync my Apple Watch and my health app to MyFitnessPal. That is just one of the 40 apps that you can sync to MyFitnessPal. As you know, I've been using MyFitnessPal for a while now, but I've been really digging in to the premium features recently. It has taught me so much about calorie deficits, but what I loved the most was the fact that I could track my water intake. I can track literally how many steps I've taken for the day. I can track all of my workouts. Everything is connected in one place in the MyFitnessPal app. Your food, your activity, everything in one place. Because at the end of the day, your nutrition is the foundation for everything. Your energy, your sleep, your recovery. But of course, I've always gotten you a discount. Go to podcast.myfitnesspal.com and use code Kempire, all uppercase, for 15% off premium. Trust me, set it up once and you're good. More information on MyFitnessPal will be available in the description. And we're back. All right, shout out to the next one winning. I had to take a little quick snack. Okay, Camille's backstage. Camille, you ready?
Yes, I am.
What's going on, Camille?
Just trying to plan dinner after.
What's for dinner? Make me hungry.
Whatever's on Uber Eats. I am not cooking.
No, that's right. Because the last time you called in, you were actually cooking.
I was chefing it up. No, not today. I said no.
I hear you.
I am so happy I was able to catch this live. I was picking up my daughter from school, and I'm like, Amelia, get in the car. Mommy has things to do. So my story is very messy. It's very Wes, Amanda, Sierra coded. Many years ago, little backstory. I am currently 36. This happened, I want to say, when I was around 21, 22.
Okay.
Ish. So I had this friend. I'm Jamaican. In the Jamaican community, if you've got really close, tight friends, they're just like your cousins. Like you just call them your cousins. So she was like a cousin to me. I had my son really, really young. So she was like, just kind of like my go-to person. I would like share a lot of things with. Again, families, everything. We would do a lot of stuff together. Cut to, I'm dating this guy. Now, I had no business dating him. We should not have been together. It was a very tumultuous relationship on and off for about 3 years. Now, this is closer to the tail end of our relationship. And I was always that friend that, if there's an opportunity that I can see one of my friends getting into, I'm always going to be pitching them. He was a barber. She did hair. I thought, hey, he's got his barber shop. He's got chairs for rent. Why don't you do your hair, like do your clients there? No, it wasn't the right fit for her. I said, okay, cool. Now, again, we were on and off. I'm leaving a lot of stuff out because I want it to be like really quick because I know there's a lot of people waiting to share. But so that opportunity, she said no. I said, okay, no problem. We would all hang out together. I thought nothing of it. Now, I had an opportunity to move across the country for work, and he and I we weren't together, but we were still very much communicating on a daily basis, sleeping together.
Oh.
We were together. Again, this was in my early 20s. I would never do that kind of stuff now.
Okay.
So I'm getting ready for my birthday. I'm a Libra. I'm getting ready for my birthday. And again, she's a hairstylist. So I said, hey, would you do my hair for me? She's at my home. And again, I pitched the idea to her, like, hey, would you ever work, in his barbershop? Again, I'm just trying to put money in my friend's pockets because his business is doing good at this time. She's doing my hair and I'm, venting to her, telling her about, how I'm feeling, and I'm not sure how this will go now that I'm moving across the country. And she's giving me her like weirded out advice. Like, if your heart's not in it, all of these things. And mind you, now that I look back on it, she would say little things when I would talk about him. And I would now raise an eyebrow. Before, she's my friend, I would think nothing of it. Something just didn't feel right. And I didn't want to say, oh, she's doing something behind my back, because I never had any evidence. I never had anything to say, hey, maybe something's up with them. For whatever reason, another friend and we decide, because we were young and immature, let's drive by his place of business. This is nighttime. He should be closing up shop. There should be nothing. I just want to see what he's doing. Because again, he and we weren't together. I'm being messy. Let's just go see what he's doing. We drive by his place of business. Why is my friend there putting balloons up for his birthday, decorating his business? My face exactly. I'm like, what are you doing here? First of all, I didn't know that you guys were even friendly like that, because the only times that they would see each other is when I was with them. So clearly numbers were exchanged. So she's decorating all of this.
So you didn't even know that she had his number?
No idea. There was no need to, because I was the one who was trying to put things together, like, hey, make money, put some money in your pocket, So I, being 21, go on Twitter and blast her.
You went on Twitter?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. I went on Twitter and I said everything that I needed, because I was like, whoa, this is, first of all, so inappropriate. You were just doing my hair like hours prior, and now you're putting up things for, like, whoa. What's happening here? Cut to, I finally move. And people are sending me pictures because, again, she claimed that nothing was going on. It was just like they were just friends. At that point, I had already moved. We're not together. He's still sending me money. We're still talking. If they were doing anything, that's their business. A few months pass. My friends are now sending me pictures of them constantly together. Why are they here together? Why are they at this event? Mind you, this was all happening in Toronto. I had moved out to Vancouver. So I have absolutely no idea what's going on. Friends are just constantly sending me pictures. So I confront him and he's like, yeah, they've been sleeping together. They later on, of course, he and I stopped communicating. Not right away. I know I was a little toxic back then.
Okay, 20s.
But, and I can admit that. But a few months after that, I see that she's pregnant. So they have a baby together. This was, again, years ago. So adorable child. I nothing against the children. But my friend, who was like a sister to me, went behind my back, started talking to, then dating, then sleeping with. Now, so that was a whole mess of hurt. He now comes to me about 2 years later, texting me about how she's messy and asking for advice for a relationship. I'm like, whoa. How are you asking me for advice to help better your relationship that you had with a friend? This is just too much. So I ended up cutting everything off. But I say all that to say that this whole Wes Amanda thing, it really, really hit home because when a friend betrays your trust like that, it's one thing with a man, you expect certain things. But with a friend, you share intimate details. You talk about your intimate life with this person. You talk about the ups, the downs, the everything. And what really made it like extra hurtful was that I was this person's biggest champion. I am a champion for my friends to a fault. And even when I see messy things, I'm like, no, I'll make excuses for my friends no matter what. If I'm a ride or die type of friend. So all of that was just so messy. It was really, really, really bad. I'm cutting a lot of things out, but you have to be really careful who you tell your business to, because the same things that I was saying, she presented herself as, well, I would never do this.
What was her astrological sign?
She was a Gemini. Right then and there. Case closed. Case closed.
Well, here's the thing. I feel like the biggest lesson from that situation, because it sounds like you said you look past certain things when it comes to your friends. When people show you who they are, no matter who they are, the first time, you need to believe them.
And that's a lesson that I didn't fully learn until the breakdown of another friendship. I'm not going to get into that one today, but there was another breakdown of another friendship. And again, when people show you who they are, you do have to believe them. I'm just looking out my hi babe, my now amazing, beautiful, wonderful partner who I never have to worry about. Thankfully, I'm not in that relationship anymore because greater things came to me. And you don't win when you play dirty, because every single time that I see either of them, they look disheveled. They look borderline homeless. I don't know the sensitive.
They look like Dennis.
Yeah, basically. I kid you not. For someone who was a barber, he looks rough. Rough now. So again, you got to be really careful about these friends. But when you have an inkling, there's a reason. There's a reason why we say gut instincts. Definitely. When your stomach turns at certain things, or you have to question. Now the people that I have in my life, I can count all of my closest friends on one hand. Mm-hmm. I never have to worry about anything because I pay attention to everything. And thankfully, that lesson helped me weed out a lot of unnecessary people, and I have good core people now that I can share things with, and there's never a inkling of jealousy, there's never an inkling of anything. So yeah.
Right.
And that's the light, and that's the PG version.
Okay. Well, we appreciate it. Camille, thank you so much for calling in.
Of course.
Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye. Guys, don't forget to like today's video. It's an easy, free way of supporting not just my channel, but other channels as well. And if you're listening to the podcast version of this, because who's subscribed to the podcast, Kempire, King of Pop Culture, on all your favorite podcast platforms, be sure to subscribe and be sure to give us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts and on Spotify. This is a special Bravo Meets Dating Live where people are calling in and sharing their own dating, relationship, or friendship stories as well. If you're part of the replay crew, apologies that you weren't able to be a part, but be sure to share your thoughts and opinions on some of the things that we've been talking about. We've already been live for like 2 hours. We got a couple more people backstage that we're going to get to, and then we're going to wrap this up. What is Dennis's sign? I don't know. Trash? I don't know. Jaceline is backstage. We're going to bring Jaceline up next. Jaceline has called in before in regards to our dating lives. What's going on, Jaceline? You're muted.
Hey, Kemp. How are you?
I'm well. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. I had to call and give you an update.
Yes, please.
The update is that there is no update.
Damn. Have you been going out on dates?
No. It's been very discouraging. But, you know, I'm not focused on that. I actually called today to talk about friendships.
Okay.
So I've been friends with these particular ladies. We met at a job back in 2008, and we've been friends since then. So we've all just been through different seasons in life. One divorced, one became a widow, but we've been pretty tight-knit. Well, a couple of years ago, I started noticing a shift in our friendship. One of the friends lost her job, and she was getting switched to a different contract. And so she wasn't sure if they were going to reassign her, overall just being nervous. And this was in the midst of us trying to plan a friendship trip in December to go and celebrate Christmas as friends like we do every year.
That's nice.
And so when she found out about her job shift, she said, hey, I'm not going to be able to go on the trip. I just need to be focused on trying to find a job. Totally understandable. At the same time, another friend was having her job be in question, and we just ultimately decided, I thought, that we were not going to take this trip. A few months into this trip planning, those two things happened. Well, for me, I got into this big to-do with my HOA, and they were forcing me to get a new garage door. It was a real mess. I went on the news. I talked to lawyers. It was horrible. And it was really difficult navigating that situation. And so I, again, was like, we're not going on this trip. Well, in December, they do this intervention. They both call me on three-way, and they say, we are going on this trip to Florida. And I was completely at a loss because I thought we weren't going because of that two of the three had issues, and then I had mine. So all of us ended up having something going on. And one of them said, oh, I really need this. And the other one was just kind of co-signing in the background. You didn't really want to go anyway, but we're going to go, and we're just going to do some kind of dinner when we get back. That honestly pissed me off. Because it was evident when they talked to me that they had been having conversations and didn't include me in this decision to kind of reignite this trip to Florida. So that was one aspect of my anger. The other was, I thought we were the Three Musketeers, one for, whatever that statement is.
Yeah.
And for them to not include me, and they knew what was going on because I kept them posted about everything with the HOA and just how hard it was. I was just really upset. So I took a step back. I'm a Pisces.
I know.
I took a step back from that friendship because I felt myself getting really angry. And there were other dynamics going on, and I didn't want to project that onto them and then ultimately lose this friendship. They became very upset that I stepped back. And it was only a couple of months. But I came back. I understood, was apologetic to, the my intentions not being understood, because I really didn't mean to hurt anybody or indicate that I didn't want to remain friends. I just did not want to just lash out on my anger because I was really upset. I felt left out. And because of my own stuff, I have issues with being left out and being rejected. And so that just really, really was a triggering situation. But, we got back connected. It was a slow pace. Next thing I know, they're planning a trip to Canada.
Without you.
And yes, they decided, one, in June, we were going to go to Vancouver. And then in December, we're going to go to the UK. And that's what they said. They're just, hey, we're going to, without, again, involving me in this planning.
And how long is it between the last Christmas trip situation versus this trip? Like, what's the time period?
Probably a year, about a year.
Oh.
And so fast forward now, I'm not talking to either one of them.
When did you cut them off?
Say it again.
When did you cut? When did you cut them off?
They cut me off.
They cut.
So.
Why did they cut you off?
I don't know. I think that trip, when they planned it without me to Florida, I think at that point, they started becoming closer as friends, the two other girls. Mm-hmm. And I think they just started icing me out. And when I would say things like that, they, wouldn't affirm that. And I'd give examples, but they didn't really understand what I was saying. Mm. We continued to hang out. I mean, we would go to lunch and things like that, and we would celebrate people's birthday. One had a 50th birthday. We did it up big. The other had a birthday. We did it up big. Well, here comes my birthday in February, and they gave everybody these coffee cups. And that's all they did. They didn't plan anything. The coffee cups were cute, but I don't drink coffee, right? And,
not a coffee cup.
Yeah. It's these decorated coffee cups. And again, they're cute.
I mean, are they as cute as these? Look, are they shapeless plugs?
No, they could have gave everybody camp cups. I mean, I just noticed that the effort for my birthday this year
was different.
Did not align with the effort for their birthdays. And then when you couple that with feeling left out.
I want to ask you a question, though.
Yeah.
Because you are a Pisces and you tend to be more sensitive than others.
Correct.
Do you think that you might be being a little extra sensitive, or do you think, no, this was like deliberate?
It could be. It could be.
I want to hear their side. Can you get them on the line?
Well, you don't want to talk to them. A Taurus and a Cancer.
Excuse me, I'm a Taurus.
Okay. What I will say, my birthday, there was an incident, right? One of them showed up late. I needed help putting my wig on. Okay.
Okay.
And I don't normally wear wigs. I'm a natural person. This particular friend had agreed to come over early to help me and did not show up early to help me. And I got really upset again. But I vocalized that I was upset. I proceeded on with the night, but it just did not go well. It's just, to me, these little things have happened and it's been fractured. And fast forward, I'm completely not talking to one. I had reached out. She hasn't reached out to me since. The other one, we've had like text communications. I feel okay communicating with her, but now it's been so long.
The Taurus or the Cancer?
The Taurus.
Oh, okay.
But it's like now, I don't even know what to say. I don't even know where to start. And if you feel so comfortable not having me around, then maybe I don't need to be around.
Well, it seems like they made that decision for you.
Yeah, they did. So, but then I got an invitation to somebody's birthday party. So one of my friends has a sister, and her 60th birthday party is coming up. The Taurus. Mm-hmm. She sent me an invitation to go to her sister's birthday party, and I don't know if I'm gonna go because
things are weird,
right? And it's not about me, right? So if I go, I'm going to bring this there, and I don't necessarily know if I can bring the best energy, not with the Taurus, but with the other friend that's a Cancer who I haven't talked to since like February. No contact at all.
Wow. And she more than likely will be there.
Oh, yeah, she'll be there.
Because they're besties.
Yep, they're besties now. And they just came back from Toronto. and the pictures are all on social media. And it's like, again,
so what does a tourist friend say to you since you do have communication with her?
Oh, it's just been, hey, how are you doing? Then she asked, just like surface level, hey, how are you? We need to get together. And I responded. I said, sounds like a plan. I was lying, but I just said, sounds like a plan.
Not a Pisces lying.
Don't do that.
I'm sorry.
And but when her birthday came, I told her happy birthday, sent her some chocolate covered strawberries.
Oh, that's nice.
Said some stuff on social media. Like I still celebrated her. And acknowledged her birthday. I couldn't go to her dinner because my nephew graduated high school, but she did invite me to her birthday dinner.
Okay.
So yeah, I just didn't know what you thought about, like what I should do. Should I don't know, just reach back out, try to have a repair conversation? I don't even know if it's worth it. I mean, I don't know. It's been so long since we've been friends.
You're calling into us, strangers, to ask about it. So I feel like on some level you do value the friendship. And yeah, you were friends for 10 plus years, 18 years. So it feels like it's worth having the conversation if you really want to repair the friendship. But look, sometimes certain friendships have seasons. Not everything's meant to be something forever, but it's worth having the conversation if you are calling us to say, like, this happened and I'm not sure what I should do. So it might be worth it to reach out and just to see.
Okay, I'll think about it. I'm not sure yet.
Because look, I know you've called in before about, love relationships and things like that. This is why it's important to have other friendships too. Like other relationships are important in our lives, because that's good for you overall when it comes to your mental and physical health. When it comes to, if you're not having the love relationship, you should definitely have community with other people. So I think it's worth having a conversation and seeing where that goes, and then seeing what the action is after that.
Okay. Well, I'll keep you posted. I'll let you know what I decide.
I want to know.
Okay. Well,
I'm on the Taurus side, though.
Of course you are. She's a bully.
Oh, you ain't gonna come here. I feel attacked. I mean, our sign is bull, so.
Oh, it's rough, but I love them. I mean, and they've been down for me. I mean, I'm not, forgetting the things that we've been through in this friendship, and I think all of us have shown up as friends. So I'm not gonna.
So maybe that's how you should come to the conversation. Like, start with the good stuff, the positives of this friendship, and then see, like, where did we go wrong? Like, what changed?
Okay, I'll think about it.
No. Well,
That's a good strategy, though. That's a good strategy. I think it's a solid strategy.
Okay.
I just got to be in a place to come from that. Right now,
Yes.
You're so hurt, and again, like you learn to kind of function without them, and so it's like, oh well, the value added, but all because I think their behavior showed me more than their words ever could. So.
Well, that's
I also
true.
have to kind of honor, what they're saying. But at the same time, this is what they're doing now. And things do have a season. It's not that we don't love each other, but I think that, things have just taken a different turn. And so sometimes you have to accept it. So I'll put it in prayer, see where I land. But right now, it's a big old F you. But I'll figure it out.
Well, you should, bring the mug. Just like, and what was this about?
You can take the mug back, all of it.
I don't know if you're going to take the mug back, but like, what was this about? Y'all do all this stuff for the birthdays, but for my birthday, I got a mug.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks, Jocelyn, for calling in. Thank you.
Yeah, bye.
Bye. I mean, I'd be a little pissed too. Why are you giving me a mug? I'm a grown adult. Unless it's an Are You Okay mug. Just saying. All right, let's get to some other calls, guys, because I only have 30 more minutes. All right, let's bring up Dr. Payne. Dr. Payne's backstage. Hey, Dr. Payne, what's going on?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, can you hear me?
Awesome. Listen, I'm sad to admit this, but I had a Porsha moment long time ago.
Wait, hold on. Porsha moments could be a variety of different things. I need you to be more specific.
Well, what had happened was I knew this girl and I worked with her and she was amazing. I loved her. I was young. I was like literally barely legal. We worked in the mall together and I absolutely adored her. And once on occasion we would double date. Like she was so beautiful. She had men galore, right? But we all understood she had a main boyfriend who was away, who was in the military, and then she had some other people, that she dated. Oh. So years passed, Kempire and Mama was drinking milk. And so I went off to college and I came back one summer and I met one of the guys that she used to date. And Kempire, he was so beautiful. Kempire, he was so absolutely gorgeous, beautiful, up and down, that me and my friends decided there's no way he was on my team, Kempire. I believe he was on your team. Oh. That's how beautiful he was.
Oh.
Kempire, but I was going to convert him. You understand?
I had some of those. I had some girls in college that want to convert me too.
Right, because he's so cute, So long story boring, I dated him. And we had such a great time.
You dated him?
He was always hers, even though he wasn't her main man. And she was my friend. Like, we didn't talk over the phone and call each other on the weekend. And she was older than I was. Like, maybe I was 18 at the time, and she was like 23, 24. No big deal. But I always felt bad about it. So I couldn't get serious with him because he was my friend's man in my head. I couldn't, I mean,
did you ever tell her?
Biblically. No, I never told her, but he did.
He told her?
Yeah.
And what did she say?
Because I guess the main squeeze didn't work out. And she kind of called him up, was like, listen, let me give me and you a try. I want to get serious. And he was like, hey, I'm dating your friend. I was like, because I wasn't that serious about him, because I'm pretty sure he was on your team. Turns out I was right.
Oh, no.
Your team. He was just too pretty. You should have seen him.
Is he single now?
Kempire, if I could find him, I would send you his info. He was so beautiful.
Wow.
Anyway, that was my Porsha moment. So I try not to judge Porsha.
Wait, but did your friend confront you?
No. No, she didn't. Because I went off to college and she was still in my hometown, and it wasn't like everybody kept in touch with each other. I'm an old lady, Kempire, I'm 51. So
you look amazing.
Years ago.
You look amazing. That is not giving 51 at all.
So that was, and I want to agree with the last caller. As a Taurus, we could be a bully. I mean, because I had some friends who had like that Sandoval moment where one slept with the other one's man when the other girl went home early. Mm-hmm. And even though we admonished her for sleeping with our other friend's man, you should have done that. Mm-hmm. She was more fun than the other girl. So we can't really get rid of her out the group. We had to keep the band together. So the two Tauruses in the group, we had a meeting. We decided she needed to get over it, okay? Because we couldn't get rid of her. She was fun. She was like the Samantha in our Sex in the City. We couldn't get rid of her for Amy. Amy was boring.
I just don't like to label it as bullying. I just feel like we are very direct. We are leaders. I don't think that it's bullying.
It's the best for the team. So
we just know better.
Love you. Bye.
Dr. Payne, thank you so much for calling in. Take care. And give me that man's number. Or don't give me his number. I want to see a picture. I want to know. All right. Okay, we have like 3 more callers backstage. I'm not taking any more callers after Tish. So we have Arjun, we have Miss Parker, and we have Tish. I got to get off of here by 6 p.m., so everyone be mindful, okay? All right, Arjun, what did you want to share?
Can you hear me?
Yes, can you hear me?
Okay, quick thing. So, I'm a uni student, so I'm in my early 20s.
Mm-hmm. A youngin'.
What do you say?
A youngin'.
Yeah, so I have difficulties with like lots of people. So I am usually, if I have a friend, I can only do like 3, like trios. But when it's like a big group, I can't be friends with them.
Oh.
That's because like I am not that person. Like I can hear gossip or I can hear people chat shit and then act fake in other people's face. So I want to know, do you think that happens when you get older as well? Like you can't handle people like faking it. So
no, some people can well into their 50s. It just really depends on your personality.
No, because at uni, there's a lot, like, there were quite a few groups, and they just people used to hate each other, like, with them, right? Mm-hmm. And then I'm just like, I'm there sitting, and I'm watching them being fake. So what I said, I'm not involved in any of those groups. Like, I'm friends with everyone. Like, I just can't be friends with really big groups. I feel like there's so much fake group, but, like, do you think that happens when you get older as well? You get annoyed?
Well, when I was in my 20s, I had a lot of friends. But as I got older, I realized a lot of those friends were very surface level. So it changed dramatically, like towards my late 20s, 30s, that I really got smaller groups of friends.
I've always had like trios, like 3 friends. Like I have quite a few trios. Okay, I don't think this might. I know you're a Taurus. If I were able to talk about it, can I?
Yeah.
Don't mind. So I'm a Aquarius. I'm surrounded by a lot of Tauruses. Loads.
And what's your sign?
Aquarius. Marlocania sign.
Oh, Aquarius. Oh, I was like, what? Aquarius? I was like, oh, Aquarius. Okay.
Yeah. And I'm surrounded by a lot of Taurus. Like my sister's one. I got best friends one. But I have love and hate relationship with them. Like I love them to death. Like I see a lot of things. But like, is that a normal thing with Tauruses? Like,
well, please understand those Tauruses in your life have a love-hate relationship with you too.
Yeah, they do. Because like we don't fight, but like argue. But then we're back to normal. Straight away. And I got another story for you. So 2 of my best friends that dated each other. And one of my friends, she asked me, she said, oh, what do you think about him? I told her, listen, he's like this. He's come with the baggage. He has lots of friends. She's going to get involved. Guess what happened? She broke up with him because I was right. But then I'm like, yo, I know you broke up with him. I will always take your side. So I dropped the other friend. I'm her best friend.
Oh, wow. So you dropped your other best friend?
Yeah. Wow. Because I knew he came to the baggage. He was faking it. He was faking it. And she asked me in the start, I said, listen, I'm just going to give you one advice. He's faking it, but you go ahead with it. But like, and how do you console someone who has broke up? I don't know how to do it. When someone's broke up, like, a lot of my friends break up all the time. I'm just sitting there listening to them. I don't have any emotion to them. What do I say?
I can't tell you how to be, because even if I tell you how to be, you're going to be you all the time. Like
I'm just sitting there. They're crying in front of me, and I'm like, "What do I do?" I'm just like, "Do you want tissues?" Like, I'm just like, "Yeah, go and tell me."
You sound real cold.
Yeah, I'm like, I just tell them, listen. If it was meant for you, he would have been there for you. But like, I can't do anything if he left you and you left him. Like, I just don't have any advice. Because I have a policy. I'm never gonna speak to your partner unless you get married.
Oh. Or
you have a kid. I don't want to be involved. I don't want to follow them on social media. Don't give my number to them. I don't want any involvement. But the thing is, I'm a uni student, so people date each other. They're always breaking up.
Oh yeah.
They're cheating all the time and everything's like, I'm not. But if someone breaks up and they come to you, what do I do? Like, any advice for that?
If someone breaks, wait, I don't understand the question.
If my friends break up and they come to me crying and all that, what do I actually say to them? What do I say?
Sometimes your friends, when they're coming to you, they're not coming to you for advice. They're just coming for you to be an ear.
No. I'm saying they were saying all this stuff. And in my mind, I want to be sharp, but obviously, I'm not going to say I told you so or anything because I don't tell anything. So I just keep it to myself. So in that say, shall I just keep like what I do normally, just sit there quiet?
Yeah, unless they ask for your opinion.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you.
Thanks, Harsha.
By the way, they're filming. They're not filming the Atlanta reunion because they're filming the Valley. It's on the Bravo page.
They're filming the Valley today, as opposed to the. So when is Cynthia? Get your weeks together.
But the thing is, Cynthia's delayed because they probably filmed it. She probably had filmed the podcast early on, so she's probably delayed. If you think about it.
Maybe
because the podcast comes on Monday, and then no one watches the Valley. But I've never seen anyone speak about that show. Bye-bye.
Yeah, people are watching. It's a popular show. All right, Darjan, I gotta go.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Bye. All right, let me bring up Miss Parker. Oh, hold on, that's Tish. There we go, Miss Parker. What's going on, Miss Parker?
Hi, Kempire.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing all right. A little tired now.
Of course. Same here.
What's going on?
I'm trying to give you the abridged version of this story because we're short on time, and I'm trying to respect that.
Thank you.
So this is a story of my son's father. It intermingles with my friend, not in that way, because I see the look on your face. Not in that way, but it intermingles.
Okay.
So, as you know, I'm a single mom. And I am the primary caretaker of my son. He does have special needs, and that comes with its own challenges. But, his father and I do not co-parent. I won't even say, we just don't co-parent. I'm the parent, and he's doing something else.
No.
So, it is what it is. So I have my best friend that I've known Oh my God, since the 4th grade.
Wow.
So yes, the 4th grade. So this is about to take a turn. You know, my son's father really does not participate. He actually counter-parents in most situations. So things get kind of rough. So we've not been together since 2018. I have my best friend that I talk to. I'm like, oh goodness, this happened today. It's always something or other that happens. You know, she would drop little things like saying, well, he's not going to have him cleaned up to your standard. And I'm like, what is that? You know, what does that mean? Like, he's not going to do this because that's your standard. That's not his. And I'm like, well, what does that mean? I just want my child to be cared for, you know, physically, hygienically, and everything while he's with him. That way he comes back home the same way he left. So throughout the years, it would be like, you're supporting me to my face, but you'll be a contrarian in other situations. Well, things came to a head probably like 2 years now in July. She was here. I live in upstate New York. She moved to Texas, but she was here visiting. And, you know, my son's father and her husband know each other. So he took my son over to visit her. Totally fine. These are only like small spotlights in history. You know, he's only over there for a short amount of time. You've only seen him with him. So he mentioned one day, oh, I want to take him to New York City to a Mets game. Do you want to go? And I'm like, no, thank you. But notice, Kempire, he said, do you want to go and take him? And I'm like, well, no, thank you. I'm thinking about school and all these things. It's just not in my plan. I'm mentioning that to her like a girlfriend would. Like, can you believe he asked if I want to take my son with him to New York City? And she says, well, you wouldn't let him take him by himself? And I'm like, well, first of all, he asked me. And I'm like, you've been around since 2018. Like, where have you been all this time with all these issues I've had? So you know why I wouldn't let him just take my son out of town, because he doesn't take care of him in town. So there's the issue. I don't feel comfortable with that. My son requires a lot. So, you know, he just requires attention to be paid.
Yeah.
So
you don't trust
you don't
trust your ex.
Not at all. Not like that, because things have happened in town, Kempire, that we just don't even have time for. But just things have happened in town where my son just was injured. So, of course. So, but she got off. She really wanted to make that point. So you wouldn't let him take him out of town? I'm like, no. But he asked me to go, which proves to me that you want me to go because you want me to be the person to handle all this while you do whatever. And I'm like, well, where have you been? Because it sounds like you're defending him. And she said this. She's like, well, I'm defending. My son's name is Israel. So she's like, I'm defending Israel. I was like, against who, me? His mother? So she was like, yeah. And I mean, Kempire, that really hurt me, because these are, you know, little drops in the bucket throughout the years where she's like, nobody likes their parenting questions. And I don't, because I put in effort like every single day. I won't even say like just in general. Every single day I put in effort to be the best mom that I can be.
Yeah.
So she's just like, well, I'm defending Israel. I was like, okay, well.
I think I get what you're saying in regards to she makes these little remarks that you're sort of like, all right, I thought you were my friend.
Right. And so I'm like, so where's the support here? So then she goes on to say, well, he doesn't do the same things with you. He doesn't do the same things with his dad that he does with you. So basically he handles him better than me. I was like, what?
Oh.
And she even said her daughter, she was like, my daughter has even noticed it. I was like, okay. And that like kind of like.
It's supposed to be like one of your close friends?
My very close friend, like BF, I'm telling you, BFF. Like I even took care of her mom while she was in Texas.
Oh, wow.
Like, and so it was one of those things where I'm just like, not only am I like dealing with this issue over here, but you know, I had to essentially end the friendship.
Oh, wow. Well, it sounds like, especially because her husband is friends with your ex.
Yes.
It sounds like she's hearing from the ex stuff. and she's taking the side of the ex.
Yes, exactly. See, you're picking up on that because she goes with she's very male-centered herself.
I was about to say.
And when you said, do you know a pick-me? I said, yes, I know a pick-me. So it was just one of those situations where I can't have you around me bringing that negative energy into my life. And it was a hard situation. I had to grieve the end of that friendship. I even brought it up in like therapy.
Yeah.
Because it was just one of those situations. I've known you like most of my life, and you don't know me well enough to understand that if you can't support me and support him, especially knowing what you know about the things that he has done to me and how he has, I wouldn't say he's never abused my son, but the way he's neglectful.
Which is important, especially when you have a special needs child. You want to be whoever he's going with, you want to feel like he's going to be safe. And you said that there have been incidents where he hasn't been. So.
Right. And I see somebody in the chat saying that she is blocking her son from dealing with his father. And damaging to the child. It's not damaging to him. He sees his dad all the time, but I also have to keep my son safe. I can't worry about it. I'm in a situation where his father's well-being and how he feels about things, I can't put that before my son's well-being. There have been things. I'm keeping him in his life now. I want him to be in his life. I want my son to be safe with him in his life.
We also have to remember, guys, we're only hearing a snippet of everything.
In the bridge version, yes.
Yeah. So I'm sure there's plenty more examples and stories of the relationship. But we appreciate you, Ms. Parker, calling and sharing.
Yes. So there it is. Thank you very much. I wanted to give you the abridged version. And thank you so much for listening. I appreciate you and I appreciate the chat.
Of course. Thank you, Ms. Parker.
Thank you.
Take care. All right. Last but definitely not least, we're going to bring up Tish in just a second. Guys, do not forget to like the video. If you're watching the replay of this, be sure to let us know your thoughts and opinions on all of what everyone's stories. However, those of you in the comment section, we listen and we don't judge. Okay? Very importantly, we listen and we don't judge. Don't forget, we are also raising money for Pride Month here on the channel. We only have, 12 more days left to June. And we're trying to raise $10,000. We're not even at $2,000 right now. 100% of your donation goes to the organization. So if you're watching the replay of this, the donation link will be available somewhere along here. Okay. Also, be sure to check out the description for all of everything Kempire, from our merch to our website to ways you can support the channel. Also, you'll be able to find your discounts for MyFitnessPal, Bowl and Branch, etc. All right. Let me bring up Tish next. Tish, what's going on?
Hey, Kempire, how are you?
Oh, well, how are you?
I'm good. I just wanted to say that I'm happy to catch this live. I have not been here since February.
February? Where you been?
In the February. Working, busy, lifing. You know, my little baby, he has the same birthday as you does. So I took him to Costa Rica.
Okay.
I've just been doing all the things.
I love that for him. And what's your sign?
Me too. Virgo.
Oh, well, okay. Well, we won't hold that against you.
just I've been in the replay crew catching all the Virgo slander. All of it. Anyway. I won't hold you because I am late for the gym. So I won't hold you long. But I just wanted to and I'm not judging, but your caller that called in that she mentioned she's a Pisces about the friends that went on the trip without her.
Yeah.
I've been in those type of situations. And I just want to say that maybe it's perspective and maybe she should reach out to them, because I have had friends who've gone on trips without me, and it's no hard feelings, because if I just can't make it, I just can't make it. And I love my friends, so I want them to go and have the best time that they possibly could have. So maybe that's where they were coming from. And I respect them for coming to her before going on the trip, and she had to see it on social media and letting her know that, you know, they were thinking of doing this and they respected her enough to have that meeting and let her know that they for going on the trip regardless. That's just my 2 cents on it. And maybe there's more. And then the last thing to say is, in terms of relationships, I don't know. I'm going back to Real Housewives with Shamea. I've been watching the whole time, but I haven't been able to call in. I feel like where there's smoke, there's fire, and people keep making little comments and little jabs, and she keeps saying that people's coming for her marriage. And I don't know what it is, but I just feel like where there's smoke, there's fire, and that's the...
So when you say when there's smoke, do you think that there might be something there to the rumors about Shamea?
There either may be something to the rumors or just that she does not conduct herself in the most marriage-esque behavior, which is not a good look. It could be one of the two, and it could be that her behavior just leads to speculation, or there could be more. I don't know, but I just believe that if everybody keeps taking jabs at you, there has to be truth behind something with that.
But what about when it comes to Shamea and her friendship with Porsha? Because we've also been talking about a lot of friend stuff today as well.
But even with that, she said that, Porsha took a jab at her marriage. Who else knows you other than your best friend? And why is your best friend taking jabs at your marriage? And then I watched the full interview with her and Carlos King, and I think Shamea is a liar. That's what that led me to believe. That Shamea is a liar, and that Angela actually knows what she's saying, that she is Shamesi, and I think Carlos tried to save her multiple times in an interview, and she takes accountability for nothing. He even said to her, hey, you were the one that threw the first jab at Angela, and she just pivoted right back to, but no, I'm the victim. So
your assessment after watching that interview is that you don't feel like she's telling the truth.
No, and I do believe that behind the scenes, after watching that interview, I feel like that confirmed for me that behind the scenes, she was stirring up stuff. I'm trying to remember what it was. There was one portion where he asked her, how does she feel about something? I think it was Drew. And then in one instance, she was like, I don't have a problem with Drew. And then right after that, she was like, yeah, Drew's trying to be Porsha with the body. Which one is it?
Still making slick comments about Drew.
Know.
Okay.
Yes. And if you don't have a problem with me, then why are you throwing that level of shit? This we're not even on the Housewives. You're doing your own private interview off to the side. Like, what is the problem? So, yes, from that interview, I got that Shamea is everything that we see on the show.
Wow. Okay. All right,
in
Tish.
real life, yes. Yeah.
All right, Tish. We appreciate you calling in.
Have a great day.
You too. Go now. Go work out.
Yes.
Have a good workout.
Shade at Virgos.
Take care.
Bye.
All right. I appreciate you guys calling in. Look, I don't take lightly when you guys call in and share your personal stories, personal perspectives. It really does take a level of bravery, especially with the community that we have, a large community that will watch this live or watch the replay of this. So thank you to everyone that called in. Thank you to everyone that shared their story. Please be kind to them in the replay crew. If you're not, we will block. Okay, mods, feel free to block anybody in the comment section that is being harshly critical of our callers that took the time out of their day to be vulnerable and ask for advice or share their story. I feel like we can honestly learn from other people's red flags, stories, mistakes, but are they really mistakes? We heard Millie's story. She probably would have thought back then that it was a mistake, but it really brought her to the life she has now, her beautiful life in Kenya with her husband and children. So I feel like you never really make a mistake. It's probably just a little bit of a hiccup in your journey. And you will always prosper from that. It's hard in the moment to see it, but you will in the future see it. It might be a week, 2 months, 2 years, 10 years, but you eventually will. And it's all about learning and whatever you've learned in your experience when it comes to friendships and relationships, you're able to now give that advice to other people. So thank you to everyone that called in. Thank you to our King's Guards for holding us down in the live chat and in the comment section. Thank you to our subscribers. Thank you to our channel members. We appreciate you guys as well. Thank you to everyone that sent in super chats, Venmos, Cash Apps. Thank you to everyone that has donated to our Pride Month fundraiser or will donate in the replay. We appreciate that as well. And we appreciate our sponsors. So again, thank you to MyFitnessPal and Bowl and Branch. All the information will be available in the description. You'll be able to hear this on the podcast probably tomorrow. So be sure to subscribe to the Kempire podcast. And don't forget, the Kempire After Dark live show returns to New York City on September 25th, 2026 at the Green Room 42. Live stream tickets are available as well, so go get your tickets today. Ticket information will be available in the description. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I'm going to go meditate because that's a lot of energy, a lot of stories. I'm going to go meditate, and then I'm going to go for my evening walk. All right? I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you all for being here. Bye, y'all.
Thanks for tuning in to Kempire here on the Kempire Radio Network. Don't forget to give us 5 stars on Apple Podcasts and on Spotify. And for more information on the podcast, head on over to kempireradio.com.
You can never have too many tools. Shop DeWalt deals at Lowe's. Get a free Select DeWalt 20-volt max power tool when you buy a Select 20-volt max 5-amp-hour battery kit. Plus, get a free additional DeWalt 20-volt max 8-amp-hour battery when you buy a DeWalt 10-inch 20-volt max dual-bevel compounded miter saw. Our best lineup is here at Lowe's. Valid through 6/24 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.